used to be able to sleep at night with no issues. Can't now. It's not as easy as I would like it to be or how it used to be. I don't care. No, there used to be certain kind of people that I wouldn't give them the time of day. Wouldn't give a flying fuck about them at all. At all. Liars, fake people, just problem-making manipulators, loser type of people. Stay away from them. People like that come around, get away from them. Plain and simple. Their existence, I just didn't care. Don't have them near me. Don't want them near me. I almost fell asleep. Shit in my mind won't leave. And that's like a little tick away at my fucking brain because of behavior of individuals and the way they act. Keyword is act. First, I was going to let it bug me. I just don't care. That's the things with these kind of people, though, is it's like poisonous what they do. Oh, what's this? The most dangerous thing about a narcissist relationship isn't that a narcissist is verbally and physically abusive or controlling. The scariest thing is their inconsistent nature and hot and cold behavior. It's how you experience a mixture of good and bad days that create trauma bond through intermittent reinforcement and make you chase love and acceptance for half the time. Then the other half, you're running away from the pain. You're stuck in a mental prison that takes you months to leave. Yeah, that sounds about accurate. My kids should not be suffering and losing out on a bond right now. And that's exactly what the fuck they're doing. A parent will look out for the best interest of a child, and any good parent out there would understand that both parents, when children were raised with both parents, is what's best for the children. But if one of the parents want to turn into a hussy type of person and sleep with people and nonchalantly have people come over at 2:00 in the morning when other children aren't home, then so be it. But why not let all the children go to all of their parents then? Which would make more sense. No. Because the act must go on. The charade must continue. I am so irritated and pissed off instantly today. Can you guess why? Tell you why. I'm one person who can't stand liars or fake people at all. And I've been married to one for 6 years, together for 7.5. I had hunches that I did not want to believe. But she would do certain things, and there's certain things I would do in a retaliation. Like, let's see here, you want to sit on your phone all day, ignoring me when I'm talking to you, playing a game like this. Okay, I'm going to start doing the same thing. All of a sudden, all he ever does is lay on the couch and play on his phone all day. Like you've been doing for weeks on end before I started, but that's okay. I'll stop. Plane goes by, I stop. Don't like something, I stop. Make changes for this person. So you're changing who you are for someone because you care about them, you love them. That reminds me, I heard this great phrase earlier. Hold on a second. I took a screenshot of it because it was fucking hilarious. Where are you? Are you there? No, that's not it. Oh, I'm stuck in this mode. Okay, 1 second. 1 second, folks. I gotta go to screenshots. Boom. Screenshots started right about here. That's the one. No, that was a great one, but that's not the one. I had a little picture at the bottom of it, and I just laughed when I saw it. Chuckled to myself. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, is that accurate? Oh, maybe put it back. Right to here. Oh, how did I hit the wrong spot like that? No, that's not it. It's just kind of funny that actually showed up today in my memories. Yeah, fuck, I can't find it. Doing all this work and all these downloads and stuff and trying to do homework, and I've been staying up day and night because I'm dealing with China manufacturers out there, which right now it's their daytime. Fuck that! I'm tired. Like this time I was only up for like 30 hours before the last time I like slept. I had like 8 hours sleep. But I don't care. No, I that sucks. I can't even see that picture again. I wanted to share the little message that was in it. A lot of things I could share from that phone right now. A lot of things I can share from a lot of phones right now. What exists in phones right now that should still exist since no one's touched them. However, when I check the mirror image of the phone, it's been entered, timestamped. Google shows that the phone's turned on and what address it's at. And all of a sudden it's off now. Not at that time. We let it go for a bit and recorded it. But all of a sudden, important information's gone. Any information that consists of people asking via text for certain things that are inappropriate, but you're not only do whatever you want, but things that were inappropriate. I bet the only things that are still left for what were mentioned today, which is odd, out of 9 or 10, 11, 12 times that certain things be requested. It's only like 1 or 2 mentioned in a cell phone that was being used around that time. Interesting how things do that. But, personally, I don't care. Because I don't care. See, that's the thing, is empathic people like me, I can say that all we want. The reality is we do care. We care too much. Too fucking much. We are the ones that get hurt. We are the ones that will actually have tears, not from crocodiles, but from our ducks, because we actually feel things. We can relate to feelings. Really wish I could find that phrase because I don't want to say it wrong, but it pretty much takes loving somebody who does not know how to love to understand love. It's not how it was said. It's not how it was said at all. So close though. These things here. Oh boy. What is this? They'll always manipulate others to gain an advantage. Hunger for affirmation, like, do TikTok videos for people's likes and stuff. See others as threats to their success or well-being and try to destroy them. What they never do is apologize or admit when they're wrong, unless it's for their own benefit of another set you up, kind of make you feel like this so I can crush you later thing. Always allow themselves to be open-minded. Yeah, that would mean like they're supportive and shit too, but I don't recall that, except for when, finally, out of nowhere, it's like they want to be part of music or something that a significant other person is doing. It's like, I want to do that too. It actually falls under the envious, jealousy category and trying to become better than the person that they are trying to destroy. It's weird how they work. And what's this one? See beyond their own self-interest or desires, which goes back up to the apologize. So they had their own self-interest for them to want to apologize for something, which means they have a bigger plan of action. Right? What's funny is these are two lists that says narcissist always and narcissist never. It's right on my lawyer's line. Weird how predictable that kind of stuff is, or known. It's very common. It's a phenomenon how common that shit is. It's fucking wow. I wish I would have known what one was prior, because I mentioned it in one song and it's almost like I was talking about what kind of narcissists are running our country anyways. Well, I didn't know what a narcissist was. I just knew the word. And I looked up the definition after I was called a narcissist, which narcissists are pretty projectile people. It's kind of like it's thrown in my face, like, well, you have your way of healing and I have my way of healing, or trying to correct what you did. And it's like, but I didn't do anything. You live off the lies and they believe their own fucking lies, and it's driving me nuts. I have so many concerns because of what I witnessed with my own fucking eyes, which led to everything it has been leading to. But, completely fine with the kids, completely fine coming over to my fucking parents' house and everything's great until child that knows not to lie to me comes and tells me everything and I snap, because who the fuck, what kind of parent will sit there and tell the kids that the other parent does not love them and does not want to come home, and then all of a sudden denies it, which should have saw that coming, denies it, and then says that the child, which they likely story, is just saying what both parents would want to hear to make them both happy. So let's leave it at that, and let's not dig that back up, because we're going to stick with that. Sure. Especially when there's more to the conversation that involved about lying and telling the truth. Now, the two older children lie all the time again because there's no proper discipline in the house and the mother encourages lying. Yet, people are being told to take accountability for actions that they didn't do, while other people are lying about things that they did do. That's how fucked up people can be. So anyways, I got one hell of a battle coming. And this is what it is. It's like basically, let's see here. I'll tell you guys an interesting story, okay? I had children's aid come to my house today. It was planned, expected, right? I'm like, okay. So she came to tell me a few things, whatever, some programs and all that, and I was looking forward to, fucking I don't understand why I can't see my kids. There's no order that says I need to be supervised. There's nothing in place that says I cannot see them. I've made it clear on a previous video that if I wanted to, if I really fucking wanted to, I can walk off with them at any point in time. But I won't. I will not. Because I'm not a sadistic type of person like the other parent might be. I am fair and considerate. And I'm patient to the point where we will deal with this in court. It has been brought to my attention that clearly, for the last 3 years of pretty much, treating me like shit, but, secretly talking to other people, putting stuff on my phone so you can spy on me because of a guilty thing that you're going through. And when you see the guilty shit that you've deleted, it's interesting how technology works. And when someone says they are not tech savvy, but they know to do a lot of things, like that. Oh, so we've been lying for a long fucking time, apparently. Lies, 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 lies. I don't even know who the fuck this person was. What I do know is like the first thing I said, listen, and back in July when I had the CAS up over here and I had this like fucking whatever. So to tell what happened, the first thing I said was, well, I'll tell you right now, on the 11th to the 12th, once again, what came out of her mouth was, my God, it's so amazing how you do that. That's, oh my fucking God, pleased her all night. Orally. Yep, sure did. Weird. Woman sleeps in my bed all the fucking time, having sex with me all the time. This is my wife, right? So it's not all this wonderful fucking shit. After treating me like shit for a few months, then, comes and tells me a couple of weeks prior to this little thing, or not even a couple of weeks, like a week and a half prior to an incident that happens, tells me she almost puts a wedding ring back on. Ew. So, okay, so I'm trying to go somewhere. I do something I've done before, and then she tries to claim that I choked her. But I didn't. I pushed her to a fucking door with my hand in a location that I've put many a times. Because she puts my hand there. Gave her a kiss. I said, I love you. And then, as I'm walking away, she says that, like, you trying to choke me. So I turn around and grab the fucking phone. You know why? Because this phone is a $2,000 phone. It is $200 a month for this phone to be in her possession under my name. She paid $200 in June, but she has not paid anything else towards that phone bill for like a year and a half. Let's do the math. Yep, that's going to come up in court as money owed. Money owed. And who keeps paying these bills? My mom. You think she'd be nice to pay my mom back? No, no, can't do that. Why would she want to pay somebody something when she can just rip them off or steal from them or act like, but I'm the mother of your grandkids. So I'll let you see your grandkids if you don't ask me for the money for the phone. So it costs my mom $200 a month to see the kids. She doesn't let me see the kids. She won't let my mom bring the kids here. I don't sit here and talk to my kids about certain things. But her kids knew all about the word bail, all about the word court, all about a few things. And the day that I got arrested, she even showed and made them listen to recordings that she has done after pushing my buttons and getting me to the point like, fuck, so frustrated, I started to yell. You know how I get to that point? Is when you say something like, no, you're mistaken. And then they argue with you. And you start getting frustrated because you know you're telling the truth and they won't fucking stop. They just keep going and going and going. It starts getting fucking frustrating. It's like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Now the camera comes out. That's how that works. It's funny how people will manipulate and instigate situations to occur to try to do something. What's even more funnier is all these recordings started happening after something I did not even blame her for. Now, back in, oh boy, what was it, like November of 2021. It's story time. Want to hear a funny story? Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story. Due to usage of recreational stuff, some people got too tired instead of being responsible people. Well, one of the responsible people who had already made it clear that don't want something around the house, even though partaked and all that, went out to go see his oldest child, firstborn, who had some questions. Over here, this house. So I did. I came over here. I talked to my oldest daughter. She wanted to talk about I think it was Christmas gifts, as well as some personal stuff. Okay. Well, when I was done talking to her, I went home. I opened my door and I'm like, okay. There she is, sleeping on the couch. Whatever. where are the kids? So I went upstairs, and then I see that the locked attic door that leads to the bedroom was open. So I ran upstairs, right? Because dangerous stuff up there. Like, not really, but can be. I started screaming because I didn't know how else to stop my children dead in their tracks. They ate all the Halloween candy that was left, sugar high, whatever. They had destroyed my one drawer that had all my hard drives and all that with important information and whatever. Don't care. They went everywhere with her makeup that she got for whatever. Don't even care about that. Don't care about the messes. I don't care about the stains. I don't give a shit. What made me yell? Oh boy, she was 3 at the time. And, yeah, just over 3. And she's standing on, what was that? A drum set, the round drum that you can easily teeter-totter fall off of. About to stick a fluorescent light, this long, into the fish tank. I fucking yelled to stop her dead in her tracks. And like, get the fuck out. Was it appropriate? Not at all. I was so scared that she was going to electrocute herself and die. My baby girl. The one that I delivered. The one I was accused of hitting in the head. Right? And I want to fast forward to this. Like, you look at, we have an echo. The echo has sound. The sound on the echo and video from the echo to the cameras downstairs allow us to check on the children. Okay, you guys are with me, right? So we have like a nanny cam, but it's not a nanny cam. Whatever. So one day, about a week and a half before my daughter's birthday, but according to some people, it was on my daughter's birthday, which makes no sense because I was at work that day. But anyways, that's what happens when people lie. They get caught up in their lies and they get recorded saying these things. And I've been mistaken. Oh, of course you were, because you fucking practice that so much. You just didn't get it right because it never happened. Anyways, a week prior to my daughter's birthday, I was working on this thing that I've been working on, this creation of making history and breaking records. It's fucking another time. Someone who was indulging again had went upstairs for no reason at all, other than the fact that she was angry over the fact that instead of me playing with the girls and doing all this stuff, the day before I worked up in the bedroom, and the whole day went by. I felt so fucking bad. So the next day, I'm like, I want to bring the computer downstairs so I can still keep an eye on them, whatever. So I love this. The camera angle and how it worked out. Someone got clever and turned the volume down on the echo so you can't hear no children laughing when we're playing. My daughter would walk up to the keyboard and go on the keyboard. And then you go, and the moment you lift your hand, she fucking flings herself back. Every time. Give her a high five over the phone and she flings herself back. So I guess I'm assaulting her over the phone too. But anyways, she records this happening and whatnot. The angle looks like I went like this and smacked her in the head, which I didn't. It did not connect. And then I started tickling her belly. But it stops as I'm tickling her belly, according to the CAS. It gets better. What is it? It's fucking better. Listen. So the CAS say, well, we received a video that you had punched your daughter in the head and they started punching her in the stomach. Oh, is that how that was described to you? And then what happened? Well, the video stops. Perfect. I'm gonna go back. Okay. Now, on my daughter's birthday, a week and a half later, while I send my significant other a picture that I took that morning of her laying peacefully with my daughter, admiring my two of my loves in one spot. Harmony was in Kaylee's room, so just admiring the love that I have. This is the morning of the night before when she said, "My God, it's amazing! Ooh, the best night ever." Okay, I went to work, came back, wasn't feeling well. That night, after bullshit happened, where I apparently grew a third arm, where I was able to hold someone like this, hold him this way, reach for a phone like that, and somehow grew a third arm and choked them like this, like as if they had an Adam's apple. Four little fingers, four little marks, right there, that were not there that morning. Um, Sorry, they weren't there that night, and they weren't there the next morning. Like they were there the next day. Then I had pictures sent to me while I was at work of fresh looking fucking bruises, which was interesting. Very interesting. Anyways, um, after all that shit happened, I'm being told, like, how could you do something so innocent? Someone so innocent. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So the next day, like, whatever. She keeps going in my face, trying to fucking piss me off. She says that she told the police this, but she didn't. Um, she kept getting in my face, saying that she doesn't give a shit and whatever, fucking, and just talking so much shit to me. I'm trying my hardest just to ignore her. I was gonna leave right away after I got the fridge fixed, but I'm like, no, I can't leave her here with the kids. I cannot. I don't fucking feel safe the way she acts when she's on fucking drugs or stops taking drugs. I can't stand it. That's why I had to call the CAS the first time back in January when she's telling my 3-year-old to shut the fuck up when she's crying. Instead of asking her or picking her up and asking what's wrong. In front of a camera, in front of people, she is a different fucking person. But for someone who lived there and saw what I did see, no. I saw her unmasked and I'm revealing it. And I will continue to reveal it. Originally I would have gone back to her and just sucked it up because I know the secret to how to have a relationship with a narcissist is you got to keep them on a pedestal. You got to remember that they're always going to be better than you. Don't ever try to be better than them. Even if you have natural talent, do not do it because they will find a way to destroy that from you. They will try to find any way to make you seem like you're worth something and then suck the life out of you because that's what they all do. It's a fucking trait. It's a phenomenon how every single person who's a narcissist is predictable if you know that you're dealing with a narcissist and you know the patterns they have. Well, I know now. I definitely know now. But anyways, what was I saying there? So yeah, I'm being totally about hitting her in the head, and the next day, the day I got arrested, she's arguing with me, talking about, and you punch your daughter in the head. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? She sent me a picture of that the night before of a screenshot of I didn't know what the fuck it was, like a security picture. What are you saying this before? She sent my mom the video. So when I kept, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, send me this video you're talking about then, that I punched her in the head that you're talking about. What does she do? She sends me the unedited version accidentally. Wrong one. She sent me the long version that was able to be provided to the police and the CAS to show that I did not assault my child. The one I can showed the child get up afterwards, start hopping and dancing all the way over to the other side, and then run over and do it again. So I was able to explain to the police officer, don't you find it's funny there's no sound? And I explained how the echo always has sound on. And then I also explained that what she was doing there, she's been doing stuff like this for pretty much a year. Doing things to try to manipulate and cause problems and build this arsenal up. But let me ask you this, officer. She didn't hand this in until August when her son told me the truth of something. Yet, it was part of the argument the day I got arrested. The picture was sent to me the day before. So how does she forget to hand that in to the police officer? Don't you find that weird? There's a concern. But this incident, technically, because I was at work that day and on Symphony's birthday. I wasn't sitting on a computer. I was working that whole week trying to come up with money to pay off a bill because she did not pay the bills like she claims she did. So, anyways, I said straight up, if any of this was real, why wouldn't she contact you guys in the first place? Yeah, no, you know what? Those are good questions. I'm gonna talk to my partner. So she goes talk to her partner, comes back. She goes, yeah, no, from what you just showed us there, we see your point, and believe you, there was no contact. There is no signs of abuse. Like I was going to have a talk with you about, like that's borderline. Like there's more appropriate ways, but I can clearly see that the way the dancing, the hopping, and all, that's not the way a child would act had that child been actually hit or struck in any way. Like, thank you. See what I have to deal with. She goes, we're not pressing charges, so you're free to go. I'm like, well, I know. I'm well aware of that. And I had no problem walking here on my own to show you. I'm scared because I didn't do nothing wrong. I know she's going to keep lying, whatever, because that's what she does. I know she's already manipulated. Apparently, she has gone and talked to the neighbor who has sold coke to her the first time, making a statement in regards to me couldn't wait to do another line. Okay. So, when, I want to talk about this story too. Her daughter's dad was not allowed to come in the picture until he provided a clean piss test. I watched this go on for 2 fucking years in a relationship. And then when he finally does provide a clean piss test, and he is allowed to have this bond back with his daughter that she can go over there now, she asked me to get her coke. I think I mentioned that before, but I'm just bringing it back up again because I think it's fucking hilarious. So anyways, we get it from the neighbor. The neighbor has a connection. It's awesome. So this is the first time out of like maybe a dozen times that I was asked to get shit like this, right? So anyways, I told her I don't like doing this shit for a couple reasons. Number one, I don't like the way it makes my face feel. Big one. I was reminded later on that I don't like it because it's hard to perform. I can't even get it up. So like, fuck, whatever. That's number two. Number three, I also said because when it's good and it's like a highly addictive type of feel or whatever when you're on it, I want it gone right away. So I can't wait to get another one and then another one and then another one. I ain't lying or hiding anything. I got nothing to fucking lie or hide about. So apparently the neighbor, the one that she said she'll never ever talk to again because she called the CAS on her, not me. I only did it because she did it. I was told to do it. I told her that I was told to do it. And I was following the rules of what I was told. But the reality of it all is, if that neighbor did not call the CAS, I was going to call him back in January. Oh, but it doesn't matter. She was already having the plan of doing what she was doing. She was already talking to other guys. She was already fucking trying to build up a way to go to supply number 2. See why I can't fall asleep? I'm just here with all the fucking facts in my head. It's so like I wish it was tiring listening to the circles and watching them run around. But it's not as tiring as I hope it would be. It's annoying. It's a nuisance. It's annoying how a little nugget, seeing someone lie to your face when you're someone like me. Well, Sagittarius, we are very compassionate and loving. Check this out. If a Sagittarius ever shows signs that they love you and they show like true love to you, hold on to those people because that's a rare fucking thing. But when they love you and they will do anything for you, protect you, do everything for you because that's what Sagittarius are like. But you know what else Sagittarius is also known for? When they're pissed off or upset, they make sure everybody around them know that they're pissed off and upset. Now she kept trying to throw it in my face, like, "Oh, you come home and you do this and you do that." Like, I slammed my door. Okay, yeah, I've probably shut the door hard a few times, quite a few times. Yeah. Yes, there's been times I've walked in, sore legs and all that because of working hard fucking jobs. Take off my coat, take off my shoes. I don't care. Leave them on the fucking floor right there in the hallway beside the shoe rack. Go get a drink, something. Relax for a minute. Pick it up in a second. But no, you don't get that chance. I don't want you bitching. I'm going to fix it right now. Who said I was going to bitch at you? No. But you start accusing of or assuming I'm going to do stuff. So when I start getting irritated, it was at a point where she tries to tell the kids that, but think of all the times he was mean to you and stuff like that. Over the course of 7 years, there were a total of 7 fights that were a little bit out of hand. A little bit louder shouting than usual, whatever. Where it was like just like whatever. Now, what I find interesting from this is the 3 that happened in the first 4 years. So those ones were one or two. I think it was the 2 of them that were in the apartment building because let's see here, I had these new owners take over. They walked in on her when she was getting changed after she told them, wait a minute, they had no business coming into the building, into the unit, just causing problems and all that. Between that going on and being stuck in this small little area and just a whole bunch of shit, I was frustrated. We had lost our first child together. So things were building up. So I was trying to my best to hold my shit together and I ended up fucking snapping. But I wasn't really snapping, but it was snapping enough to be like, what the fuck just happened? Which was sad. It was sad. But you know what? I said, I can't wait till we move. As soon as we move, things will get better. And guess what? We moved, things got better. Things got better. But that's not what you drill in the kids' heads. Remember how mean he was all the time? Always mean, always mean. Always sending you to your room and taking your stuff. Yeah, punishment and consequence. So if you did something that was not appropriate, like, talking back or like raising your voice to your mother, I would take away what you're playing with the most. Like this for late, right? Take his computer away because I know that was his favorite. Or I'll take his camera away. I know that's his favorite right now. Whatever he's playing with, I'll take it away from him. There had been an incident that I fucking forgot where I put it. So it went like a month and a half without having it. I felt so fucking bad. But oh well, didn't matter. Doesn't matter. I ended up getting it back. Just couldn't find it. Totally forgot I even took it. So it was one of those things like, okay, who cares? Like whatever. It's a thing you do. The first time I take it away for 2 days. Next time I'm gonna take it away for 4 days. Next time I'm gonna take it away for 8 days until you learn that do that again, you're gonna lose it for longer, longer, longer. He learned pretty quickly. That's called discipline. So he learned to not have his stuff taken away by behaving. But I'm mean for that. I'm an asshole for that. I'm going to brainwash my children's head and saying he was mean all the time. Now, for the last year and a half, back in August of 2021, out in the backyard, out of nowhere, she starts giving me an attitude. And then she turns around and says this one thing that like fucking really made me scratch my head. She goes, like, this for the last 6 years how you treated me. And it's like, fuck you talking about? I've never said anything like what you just said to me our whole time together. So, and narcissists will they'll fuck with your head. They'll try to make you question reality. What is real reality? That's what they do. That's just what they do. So, it's like, okay, fair enough. I didn't know. So it fucked with my head. That was the first. Let's test the waters. Let's see what we can get away with. Actually, the first was way before then, but that was when the patterns are getting closer and closer and closer. Originally I thought I was seeing a pattern. Okay, so the first week before your period, you're a bitch for a whole week. It's 3 weeks of being fine, and then for 1 week you're a bitch out of nowhere. And it's annoying how you treat everyone in the house for that whole week. Right? When we first got together, she made a point to me too about she wakes up next day. It's a whole new day. It's a brand new day. Don't worry about yesterday. It's gone. Let's worry about tomorrow and today. I told her. I wish I could do that. I wish. Something's fucking pissing me off from the day before or that day. It's the first thing that's on my mind when I wake up the next morning. It's just there, right? So for the past year, up until recently, like a few months ago, but for the past year of living in my home, we switched. I was waking up. It's a brand new day. Have a good day today. And then I get treated like shit before I leave for work. Talked down to. Whatever. See ya. Fuck. Okay, so I'm going to work to provide for family, to help pay these bills that are not being paid in full by someone who's supposed to pay the bills with the child tax, which is allowing you to have money to yourself to do whatever you want. And then you buy things for the kids, whatever, that's good. Okay. I make enough money to pay towards bills and buy things too. Like, you want to stop in the grocery store, get some groceries or some pull-ups or something like that. This is awesome. I'm providing for my family. I'm working hard providing for my family. This is great. This feels great. But what sucks is I'm not spending enough time with my family. So I end up quitting that fucking job. Had our business, our family business started going. Then I don't know where she quits and she blames me. Okay, so, no, I can drop you off at a location. You can work there by yourself. Nope. Okay. Well, then I'm going to have to do this myself. And I'm not you. I'm not a professional. I don't have 10 years experience. I can't cut fast. I can't even cut straight. No problem. No problem. 3 days to do a living room by myself. When if they would have just came in the next day, it would have been done the next day. Whatever. So I started becoming a habit. Then her one son, her oldest son that she abandoned, that would talk shit about her, and I would correct him. Don't talk like that about your mom. Just don't. It's not, no, buddy, like, you don't understand. Well, she has now convinced him to have a hate on for me and allowed him to talk so much shit about me in that house that Leighton started talking shit about me in front of my daughters. Yeah, good parenting. Great parenting. Always looking out for the best interest of the children there. Manipulating and getting people to turn on him. My daughter tells me that what he's claiming is that I moved my hand really fast in the car when I was dropping him off from work one day, and he thought I was going to hit him. So he hates me now. The fuck is that? Wow. Wow. Just wow. So instead of talking to me, I said, oh my God, I thought you were going to hit me for a second, which I wasn't going to. I had no reason to, and clearly I did not. You just secretly build up this hate for me, and now you just hate me because of what you think I did to your mother, because of what your mother is claiming. Okay, well, just remember what you were saying about your mother 9 months prior, which I'm pretty sure there was a lot of bad stuff. And even in January, when she walked out the first time and started living, best interest of the kids, let's go to where a cat attacks people, where it's a 2-bedroom apartment, your mom, your son, and your brother live there. So it's a 2-bedroom apartment, but you want to go there with your other son, 2 little girls, and yourself, where the cat attacks people. Okay, yeah, that's best interest of the kids. Bring my kids back, please. Or I'm going to call the CAS. And what are you telling people? Well, you said that if I bring them back, you weren't going to call them. Once again, reminder to people who might hear this. The neighbor called them first, so I had to call them too. Oh, yeah. we forgot about that part. But for the last 7 months, we've been holding a grudge. We said truce, but we held a grudge. We walked out on you again, but you wouldn't let me take the girls. And then I walked out on you again because my kids took your side after I started treating you like shit because I think I deserve to treat you like shit for whatever reason I have. Oh, and my daughter gave me a sassy answer, so I'm gonna fucking basically slam her against the wall. But now, can't let anyone know about that. You gotta lie about that, okay? You need to lie, because if you don't lie, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna take you from me, or they're gonna take all of you from me. So, Kaylee, you cannot lie. Do not lie. Or, sorry, you can't tell the truth, like, Kaylee, because, you don't want mommy going to jail, do you? You don't want mommy, like, losing you and having you go in. You don't want to go to foster care, do you? You don't want some bad person to be your parent, do you? You'd be stuck with it living with your dad. You might be guilt with your dad, or you might be stuck with living with Rob. You don't want to live with Rob, do you? I can only imagine what was said because I wasn't there. I was there for the incident, but I wasn't there for the conditioning that's been happening since July. I can only see what I see. And I can only see what I see. Speaking of seeing what people see, oh my god. Did you guys know that when you put spyware on people's phones, right? Sometimes when you're spying on them, what happens is a little square looking TV thing pops up. There's a little red light in it. Now, depending which model you have, you can turn on a phone and listen remotely around the phone. Check the camera, front one or the back one, whatever, in case it's flipped or whatever. Check the cameras, and the person who owns the phone is none the wise. They could sit here and run a anti-spyware kind of app, but if you do it in time and you go back to hidden mode, it won't be found. So what do you do if you know how to be a developer? You've taught yourself how to be a developer because you've been programming on old fucking stores and shit like that. You'll learn some weird shit. Now, if you go onto my website, believe it or not, I have a whole page dedicated to one specific model. And why I do that one specific model? Because most spyware, you need to know the code of the phone. You need to put it on the phone. So it's like when you're kids are home, you be protecting your kids. If you own a business, you want to keep an eye on your employees, make sure that they're following rules. You pre-program the phone because they're business phones before you hand them over. What do you do if you can't be near that person that you want to check on? Or that person has changed their password for some weird reason, like just so you can't access it when you're at home. And then they call it like the day that shit happened. It's not my phone. First time I've ever heard someone cry, not their phone. But I thought we were in an honest relationship. Why would me getting your phone be so? Yeah. Because if I would have saw what I knew was in there, fuck. Can't explain that one without trying to cause problems. You catch someone like that in red-handed, now they feel ashamed. Now they feel fucking bad and terrible. Not because of what they're doing to you, but because you got caught. That's what happens with them. Other than that, they take everything to the grave. No, can't prove it. Can't prove it. Okay. Don't need to prove it. You prove it yourself. So anyway, what a wonderful fucking turnoff it is. It sucks that all these weeks leading up to today, I sit there, I bite my tongue. Now, when discussion with the kids are happening, yeah, I look forward. I can't wait to talk to my wife. I can't wait to tell her all the stuff I studied while I'm having little breaks from working on this project. I would sit here and I would curious to know, and I would study stuff that I know she likes or wanted and whatnot. I studied so much stuff. Even when I was removed, just before that happened, I made such a fucking big ass order. Showed up like weeks later. But her birthday present, Christmas present, anniversary present, all here. I even got brave and I made a Christmas present just in case she's like kind of missing what she claimed was like, fucking. So I don't even know how to ask if she'd want it, but I already know she's gonna say no. I got my own thing, but she's not gonna admit that. You know, whole like, I need that flesh feeling. I need that warmth. So obviously not gonna get that from what is there. Um, I never even opened what you gave me. hmm Obviously not if you have something else that shows up to help you with that. But no, that's happening. Yeah, because everyone else is stupid. You're gonna get away with everything because you're so smart and cunning. Pull the wool over everyone's eyes, just like you did to all those police officers every time you cried wolf. But none of them clued in that there's no tears running down your face as you're crying. Crocodiles don't fucking have tears. Narcissists are not capable of fucking emotions or crying. That's the fuck. They're fucked. Once have I ever seen her cry. Once. The one time I felt so bad, she stabbed herself in the arm. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? I was crying. I was in tears. Why would you do this? Huh. How strategically placed that is. What are the odds of you not going wild but not doing that? Then having one hell of a story to talk about it. So you made me quit music. Well, no, you didn't make me quit. You just said something made me quit. You made me quit music, and then all of a sudden, what happened there? It's like you were getting a cold shoulder for a couple months because you made me give away the only thing, or give up the only thing that allowed me to release how I feel. So since I felt like I couldn't release anymore, it was just panting up, all my own things, Then you got the whole thing with the well, that's a year later, but whatever. Just whatever. I just wanted to just whatever. You know? So you do this little thing where you fucking stab yourself in the arm while the kids are home playing in the other room. Wow. Best interest of the children right there too. Um, you do that, and you send me a picture of a hole in your arm while you're in the bathtub. So that why? Why in the bathtub? Why isn't that when people like want to bleed out quicker, they go into the water? But there was no water on your arm covering it because you wanted to see that blood come up. It's pretty deep, but you didn't want to clean it with peroxide or alcohol or nothing like that. Sore for a few days. I remember that. Yeah. But what happened though? That day that I ran up there, the moment that picture showed up, to be supportive, like I always am of everything you do. Wasn't supportive of the act, but supportive of we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. I was ready to go ghost and everything for you. Um, what the fuck? Someone was on their way over to grab the rest of the shrooms, so there was no more shrooms in the fucking house. Finally, remember the ones that we got when we did the the nun thing that you suggested in the first place. You should get shrooms. That's weird, eh? Suggest coke, suggest shrooms, fucking suggested meth. Like what the fuck? What the fuck? Anyway, imagine all this. It's just weird how this all works out. Where it's like someone shows up, I say, "Yo, it's not a good time." I'm like, "I'm so sorry. Like, I invited you over, but then she just did this." Like, bro, it was all man. I hear it. Okay. So I go to grab them, and then he follows me in the house, goes in the backyard, and sits down. I'm like, "Man, did you actually see what I said?" Then she comes out, and she's all fucking pissed off, and all that. Oh yeah, don't worry, he'll make time for you. Jealous, fucking pissed, because her plan of getting my attention seemed to be slipping away. But it wasn't. I was trying to get rid of him. When he finally clued in, like an hour later, and left, was too late. She was pissed at me. Completely pissed. So even though I was trying to be supportive and whatnot, didn't matter. It's your fault. I'm like this. It's my fault. You're like that. I need to take pills because of you. Okay. So what you're saying is, even though you're telling us you're taking your pills still, you're not taking them more because I'm not there, is what I'm hearing now. But, okay. I was seeing the psychiatrist because of you, but now I'm seeing a second one because of what I did to you because it wasn't right. Oh. Well, I'm glad we got that on camera. We keep that video too so you can show that to the judge because that's probably the closest lie to the truth that you're ever going to tell. You think that saying that to me, I'm going to believe it after a whole year of nonstop lies come out of your fucking mouth. Ooh, fucking delusional is the word I used when I was describing her to her daughter back in July, August area of last year. The reason being is because of this whole situation. Imagine a woman, okay, who technically has her own dresser, has her own clothes, every expensive sex toy that is out there that she's ever wanted was bought for her, and a bunch of other ones that she didn't ask for. But let's see if you like this, whatever. So imagine all these sex toys and this big dresser with a bunch of clothes, a tote with books from college years, and oh, the rest of the stuff that was bought for her, like when she changed career, she decided to open up Coffee Cake Create and upcycle furniture. I'm only going to use these brushes with this paint. Okay, so this is really ridiculously expensive paint with these really ridiculously expensive brushes. Okay, so I think that was like $400 for 3 paints, 4 paints, and 5 brushes. Don't worry, I got that for you. But treat me like shit some more, even though I'm supporting you. You know, even though you don't have any customers or apparently have no clue how to fucking talk to people to get customers, but don't worry, I get you a customer. Okay, 2 pieces made. Look at that fucking, like, was that $700-800 they made off that? Upcycling 2 pieces of furniture because of who? Oh, interesting. So sanding, like orbital sander and a mouse sander, and oh, what else? What else is there? I know when we started painting, there was that whole. I only use Purdy brushes. You only use $25, $30 brushes. You know that $15 brush that says contractor thing on it is identical to the bristles and the handle and everything. It's like literally a replica, but that belongs to Sherwin-Williams' name, and that's just Purdy. But sure, yeah, we'll spend an extra fucking $10 to $15 on a brush because of a pretty name. Cool. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. I just want you to have the best of everything. Because you don't have anything. Literally, you don't have anything. Now there's a fridge there that is hers too. Freezer, I put a payment on when she couldn't make a point payment. But those people called me last month and they were asking about how they get in touch with her because she's not answering her phone and like she hasn't been paying. I go, well, I don't know what to say. I'm not allowed to fucking talk to her. So, sorry. But I don't know what to say. It's good to know. Thank you for telling me that. She didn't pay any of the bills that were ongoing after I was removed that were all in my name. All of them are in collections now, which is great because I have a copy of the final ones, every single one, also to be presented in court. I didn't live there. Um, I got no notification that she had changed or canceled any of these bills. I'm trying to figure out how. See, no one lives there with her or anything, but how do you pay 17 and change plus, well, I guess you don't have to pay the full 13 anymore. Okay, fair enough. I just want to figure out how the hell can someone pay $3,000 to live a month with just over $3,000 and still get all the groceries and have all this money for the what the hell is that stuff called again? Necessities, I guess. I don't know. Oh, Christmas. Huh. Christmas and birthdays. This doesn't make sense. It's almost like someone is magically handing money over. It's interesting, but what do I know? What do I know? I don't know. I don't care. See, I remember the title of this. Don't care. You know what I care about? I care about my kids. I care about the kids that I was raising for half their lives, that I did a lot of work on to make them better people. I care that when I research what narcissists really fucking do, they damage kids as well. I have so many questions because I was at work all the time. You know, I smacked my daughter Harmony in the bum. First time I ever hit a kid and corrected them, because that's what the CAS tells you to do, is tap them on the bum. Because she smacked Symphony in the head with something hard. You don't do that. Always being told that Symphony has autism. Symphony has this. Symphony has that. Okay. So you're a doctor now. That's cool. But no matter what, you gotta make sure that the child that I delivered, the one that is musical, the one that does the same kind of stuff that I do, gifted child. Let's make sure that we can convince everyone around there's something wrong with her. Try to get them on drugs at a young age. That's not the best interest of the child. Ooh. It's interesting how people think the way they think. I'm a bad parent. For what did I do again? For yelling at the kids when they're doing things they should not be doing, or yelling at the kids because I'm getting bitched at that no one's there to help you, but there are teenagers in the house who are fully capable of doing things. And when you actually think about it, this is the funny thing. There's a drawer board in the window of the door in the kitchen, but every single night it's who's sweeping the floors, who's washing the dishes. Clearly, that board is just meant to block sunlight from coming in the back door. Because I could be wrong, but I don't think anyone's doing any chores or nothing around the house. Once again, leaving you to do everything. Oh boy, I wonder why you're so tired during the day. So tired during the day. But Kaylee was smart enough to try to say, oh, when the girls are at school. Yeah, Mom was smart enough to turn around and tell the school, stop calling me. Because I was getting, oh boy, September, I had like maybe 16 phone calls in the first 15 days. Because, one kid doesn't go, the other kids don't go. Or most times it was because the one kid doesn't go who can walk on her own to school. Gets away without having to go to school. You know why? Because I'll tell you guys, when you get choke slammed by your mother against a fucking wall, you pretty much have her by the balls. And if you don't want to go to school that day, the fuck is she going to do? She ain't going to make you go to school. You do what you want. You do what you want. Because I don't want you to turn around and tell the truth. Because that'd be fucked if you do. So, no. Please skip school. You want to go see your boyfriend all the way out in the fucking America? You're 14 years old and you want to go see your boyfriend? I'll help get you your green card. No problem. I'll do that for you. Best interest of the kids. Interesting. I remember this one argument. They fucking hated me because, one got melty as I'm walking down the stairs. Like, well, fucking maybe they fucking help out around here. Blah 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 blah. And then she just came back to her house. Who the fuck invited you? So she got melty. So I started fucking screaming at her through the door too. Like, go fuck yourself. You get the fuck out of the house too. I don't give a shit. I'm not putting up their fucking bullshit, kid. So getting melty, and I'm the type of person that I'll spit out facts. So I was spitting out facts knowing that it's making her cry in there. right? But that's the thing. I spit out facts. I don't lie. I don't sugarcoat. I just fucking like, you know what? You want to fucking be ignorant? Here's a couple bullets for you. I know how those feel. But the beauty of that is even though, oh, fuck you, is what would be told to me, she would go into the bedroom and say, he's right. He is right. Trying to fucking argue with me when all I'm doing is being a parent. But I have to raise my voice because if I don't, no one listens. I have to raise my voice because I'm getting bitched at, causing me to get irritated that someone else can't be a fucking parent and say the exact same thing that I'm saying to them. So it's like kind of like I'm an asshole because I'm a parent instead of a friend. Okay, fair enough. And then strict rules in our house. Okay, my rules are simple. Number 1 rule: no fighting, no hitting. Number 2 rule: no lying. 2 rules. Those are my rules. I'm a fucking bad parent. Now, no fighting, no lying. Okay. Her rule was awesome. You're gonna love this, okay? You say sorry to them when they come down into the kitchen. You say sorry. You don't say but. You don't say because. You don't say fuck all. So I can't justify the action that took place. I had to sit here and say sorry. Yes. That sounds like a fake apology when you just say sorry without giving an explanation to me. No. When people apologize to other people, I'm asking this. Like I'm sure I'll get notifications if you want to answer this in comment section. When people say sorry to other people, do they not ever explain why they're sorry? Anyone? I always do. I always have. Because I was always asked, why are you sorry? So I've learned to, when I apologize, this is incognitive behavior. Careful, those are big words. I have to look them up in a dictionary if you remember what one of those are. Incognitive behavior. When you're a child and you're kind of taught something, it sticks with you. It's cognitive, right? So the more it's stuck to you, it becomes a behavioral trait. So when you're trying to teach things to children, like teachers do, things stick and it becomes a way of them doing something, right? Now, that's incognitive behavior. When you, I don't know, neglect kids, they also develop incognitive behavior. They see neglect. They learn neglect. Okay? I can't remember what the term was, but when a child is not getting the proper love and attention, they develop this hardship that it's like they're not they don't do well with people. They don't blend with people very well. They don't associate with people. Right? Their disassociation is something. I don't know what the fuck it is. So taking a parent away that would spend all of the free time when you fucking work all the time. I want to spend time with my kids. When I had a bad day at work, I want to spend time with my kids. I want to spend time with the people that make me happy so I don't think about the bad stuff. But no. Not according to some people. I had a bond where every night I would get upset if I couldn't be home because I was doing snow removal or something. Or if I was trying to finish off a fucking stupid house, stupid customer, so I'd just be done with that job. And I wouldn't be home in time to say goodnight. I would be so upset. I would call and say, I'm not going to make it. Oh my God. She's like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We're fine. We got this. She would have to reassure me. that everything's going to be okay. Because I would get upset. Well, I keep talking about feelings I keep having and stuff like that. So clearly, I'm not capable of being a narcissist. Well, we should know that as soon as everyone was able to say he's empathic. Here I am. Empathic people cannot be narcissists. Empathic people suffer mental health issues because of narcissists. Which, I don't know if I told you guys, I have to go to the Canadian Mental Health Association twice a month to be, I have to say, recalibrated. Now, that's coming to an end because the person I'm dealing with is she's part of the court system, the criminal court system. I've known her for over 15 years, so it's kind of like I was so happy to have a familiar face to be able to help me, whatever. So it's just, thankfully, all these people are there. My other program is it's like 2 months of Christmas holidays for this fucking thing. Why, I don't know. But I finally have to go back in like a week, 2 weeks, 17th, whatever. So I look forward to that shit. But these are places I was able to discuss and release and cry and whatever, where I can turn around and say, I would sing to my daughter every fucking day while I'm holding her. I would hum a tune with her and we would sing a song together every fucking day. Me and that child spent time together. That was our bond. Now, with this situation that's going on, I'm lucky if I get to see my kids for 6 hours a fucking month. What's the reality check of it? I get 3. Hour and a half. 2 weeks later, hour and a half. If I'm lucky enough to have someone allow it. But I've never done anything. But this person's trying to make it look like you assaulted her daughter. No, I didn't. But you keep saying that. You keep telling people that. You keep narrating the story in your point of view with the video you edited. What I have is the unedited video that shows. No, I did not. When I was told that, because you punched her in the... I've never fucking hit my daughter in the head, ever. Ever. Who the fuck hits a kid in the head, which might cause brain damage? It makes me question, though, because narcissists are pretty projectile. And she has said so much shit that I didn't clue in right away was her talking about herself. This all started when she started calling me narcissist. It's like, when I looked it up, that's you. So whenever she starts saying things, and then it goes back, you went through my phone and started getting upset that you found something in a game chat of me saying thanks, beautiful, to an avatar. And then you went for a month and a half talking shit about me being a cheater. Uh-huh. But no. Not my phone. But everyone else. I want everyone to see this right now. See how I'm saying all this right now? Because it's unmasking a narcissist. Do not be surprised if I end up going back to jail because someone calls the police on me. Again. Just to try to silence the lambs and make sure the truth doesn't get heard, because narcissists hate being unmasked. They will ruin your life, as she said she was going to do, and as she's done. This whole ordeal has cost me, let's see here, a $20,000 contract. It cost me another $7,000 contract. I had to rebuy every fucking important tool that's in my basement at my house because I couldn't go there and pick it up. I had to buy a new scaffold. I had to go buy new paints that the customer already paid for, and I had to make them pay again. Lost that contract. I had to buy a whole bunch of new fucking paintbrushes, rollers, and trays. I had to fucking buy everything brand new. So the jobs I was doing, I wasn't making anything. I was restocking on supplies needed to do the jobs. So then I get a payment for this other job and a payment for this other job. And they get sent to jail. Lost those jobs. Get out. This payment changed to less work I gave you your down payment. We're going to call that even. You're not doing the other house. Okay, that's fine. This worked. Okay, $10,000 job. I get this. I finish this job, and I can give this money back to these people. That contract's completely gone, but there's your down payment. No lawsuit. These people aren't paying me. I've everything done. So I had to borrow money after working off a debt accumulated from drugs being purchased for somebody, as well as, my own personal use of using somebody to help me with this fucking condo. So I want to pay for all of this shit. I had to borrow money for a lien to have it served properly to these people. I now own the deed to a condo. Yeah, but you're going to pay some fucking money now for that shit. You can't sell nothing. You can't invest in anything else. You can't even fucking go to your bank right now without them saying, your stuff's frozen, right? It's funny is because I just served a lien. I didn't serve it yet. I just got a lien put on a condo of a fucking lawyer. And I don't give a shit. He's already said he sued people for less, talking about something else and nothing to do with shit like this. But it's like, okay. But if you're a lawyer and you try to sue someone with what's going on, the evidence I have, and all this a legit lien, it's ain't gonna look good for that lawyer in that fucking courtroom. That judge would tell him a new asshole. So, anyways, I can't see them trying to sue me. I can see them paying off the fucking lien and going their separate ways. Well, whatever. But what money will come from that? I still have to pay back this other guy. Worked 4 months, which should have been a hell of a lot less time, but 3 months was arrested, so whatever. 4 months just to not get paid at all. All I'm asking for is 6, but I raised it because I had to go pay for the shit, so that's a little bit higher. But I was being nice in the first place and was doing like a $15,000 job for $10,000 because I thought that there was an opportunity that was going to happen. There was major opportunities. One of the best opportunities I had from this lawyer is if I would have completed this job without a problem and never, ever, 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 ever consider talking to this thing that I don't even know what to fucking call it because it's just so gross what it did. It's just fucking gross. It's not real. It's like it knew right from the beginning. Like, you seem like someone who doesn't like people like this or this or like this. This is me completely. So I'm going to do this. I'm a completely different person. I hope I can put this charade on for a few years and, soak you for everything you got. Sure. Absolutely. Well, again, back to that. What else was in that house that belonged to you? Tote. Fridge. Yeah. A bunch of sex toys and a dresser. What else? I know you worked on a table that I picked up for free for you, but what else? What else is yours in that house? Fuck. Nothing. That's right. Nothing. Everything in the basement's mine. Everything in the attic's mine. Everything on the main floor is, the kids or mine or stuff I picked up for work to be done on. But looking around that house, like, fucking, is anyone ever going to finish sanding that, the wood filler stuff and paint the trim real quickly? It's not. Well, got time when you're, up all night with company instead of doing shit that needs to be done. What do I know? And kids already know, but they already know. Don't tell Rob because he will flip. He'll do something. He'll whatever I tell you he's going to do, and it's going to be scary. So don't do nothing. But what do I know? What do I know? That never happened. Nah, you're not fucking talking to anybody. Not at all. No, I'm just worried and upset and hurt so much. Oh wait, those are feelings. I gotta keep remembering that I was called a narcissist, so I'm not allowed to have feelings. I'm a narcissist. I'm not allowed to emotionally get attached or understand anything at all. because narcissists are not capable of doing that at all. Great at faking it. So I can maybe fake right now feelings. I don't know. How is it? 3 o'clock. My fucking 3 o'clock. Close my eyes now. I'll probably fucking sleep until like noon, which is fine. I don't mind that. It's when I sleep for the 12 hours. Normally happens after day 3 of not going to sleep. I'm surprised my phone is not going off the hook, but last night and the night before, oh my god, it would not stop. So, okay, so I'll give you guys a quick little rundown what's going on here for anyone who's like, you're talking about something else? Here's something else? Sure, I'll tell you. To stop working my ass off and being gone all the time, I came up with a solution that I'm going to build a website that I don't have to do fuck all. Just go on it once in a while and change things. Shit like that doesn't build itself overnight. Right? Unfortunately. I thought I was going to have it done like 2-3 weeks. No, not at all. Because during the trial period, 2 or 3 weeks, I started doing this customer's parents' house out in city past Stony Creek, Grimsby. No, I can't remember. I was out there doing some landscaping shit, whatever, and I wasn't able to focus on what I was trying to focus on. So that's fine. If I need time to focus on it now, I'm pretty far ahead too. Like holy shit! You swear to God, I had a team of people working for me right now for how much shit I have organized and got done now. So, anyways, I'm at a point now where I have automation lined up, but I can't afford it. I can do inventory things lined up. I have all these exclusive suppliers, like direct with them, and they get direct from the manufacturers specific items that don't go into regular stores. Right? Regular stores can order from these people and get them in. That's fine, but that's not how it works. Normally, exclusive means they only made like 40 or 50 of these fucking items. Period. So it's kind of like okay. So I got a couple of these people in my back pocket where it's like, okay, they're lined up. My store shows 20 or 27,000 products, right? So 27,000, that's quite a bit. Not much to me, but at the same time, that's quite a bit. A standard store only has you fucking maybe 1,000 or two. So 27,000 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 suppliers for my pet shop supply. None of them with the proper CSV file for me to import the products that are available. Yeah. So imagine that maybe between that many people, I think it's 100 to 150,000 products that I need to manually add for that shop. I don't feel like it. So with the other one, the sex shop, all these other guys, whatever, some of the big names, I've manipulated some of the spreadsheets to be able to take the product data and take the inventory. So some of them, yes, but it's not accurate. Can't keep track of the inventory or nothing like that. So it's like, okay, I need it to be automated. So with all these places, the way the automation works and whatnot is like you're spending the ones like the ones $1,000 and you get 6 integrations. That's wonderful, but I need I don't know, like 25 altogether. So 6 ain't gonna do it for me. And that's American money. So it's kind of like fuck. I need to be making that kind of money to be able to activate these things, right? So if I turn corporate, which that's what I'm doing as soon as I fucking get this fucking lean bought off me, I'm turning myself corporate. Corporate meaning anything fucking stupid happens to my business, no one can come after me for my personal shit. They can sue the business, but it's just a business. Okay, here, whatever. Scrap it, start a new one. There's no reason to worry about shit like that. Anyways, a group of so many people trying to join me. I keep saying I can't afford it. Can't afford it. All these people want me to fucking like, hey, yo, we can do this, make it better. We can do this. That's great. So, I've been reaching out, sort of, and hinting towards, you know what? I'll take a silent partner. I'll take an investor. I'll take a private investor. I'll take an angel investor. I will take a share. I'm going corporate. I want to sell shares. Sell shares. What's a share go for? $100,000 a piece. What the fuck? How many shares are there? 50. I own 26. Which means 24. There's up to $240,000 in shares if I play it right. That's more than enough to make purchases on products. Now, there's money that's coming, so I'm not worried about that. So talking to China, I didn't think I was going anywhere with that, did you? Talking with China all these nights, like so many fucking nights. For the last month and a half, I've been dealing with this app and all the mainland factories out there. I'm going through each factory. I'm looking at what they produce. I'm looking at the options. Do you have OEM? Am I allowed to customize what you have there, or can I just slap my own label on that? What's the cost? What's the minimum required? What's the minimum quantity? Like just so many things. So yeah, people reaching out to me. I'm reaching out to people. It's whatever. I decided that to make an entry with everything that's going on, why not have my own product line for both main departments, right? So I'm not gonna make fucking lingerie and corsets, but I'm gonna have adults and I'm gonna have head shop shit. So I joined this program. It's an American program. It's for marketing and all that. And what the marketing does is this the program. It has all the statistics in regards to fucking anything. I fucking love this program. Um, you ask like, hey, what are the top selling categories for sex toys? Right? So your bar graph will show up. It'll show up vibrators, bing, and then whatever was underneath it, and then the paragraphs work. So okay, let's take the word vibrator. What vibrators? Because there's like fucking several different styles for different areas. Start breaking that down. So I'm trying to take the top 5, top 10. Go with the top 10 for the adult toy stuff. Get that, I'm kind of laughing. It's like, okay, whatever. Well, before I get to that point, like I'm getting a doll made. Dolls. I was getting 2 dolls made, prototypes, right? Um, hear me out, people. I was gonna do replicas um, of a creation. Now the creation, like I started this because of my fucking wife. I wanted to start a store that I can think of that would make me think of her. Okay. Um, the the intimate moment we had back in September of 2021 was the most meaningful for that kind of stuff. The most meaningful moment in my whole entire life. And I remember the first time she said, like, well, this is interesting. And it was with this thing that I bought for fucking 25 bucks. I think it was like 25 bucks. I looked at the back of the container at that moment. I'm like, this made you happy. An idea. An idea. It's going to take time. I have an idea. So I contacted the company that produced what I was holding. And from there, it started. It started as, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm a wholesaler. I'm a distributor. I'm like, I'm kind of both. So what could you have? What do you have for me? They explained pricing to me. Like, okay, all right. From there, holy shit, get this. So I learned about wholesaling and distribution from a company due to an enhancing cream that we had. It's like, okay. And that's what opened up this whole thing. So, anyways, the company I'm dealing with right now, the one manufacturer, because they're Chinese. Obviously, they're going to be using. I wouldn't say obviously. I thought she maybe was speaking. Her name's Jenny. She works for these. I don't know how to say the first word. Second word trading, and then whatever. Um, I rifled through some of their items, and I saw something like, listen, I want things customized. And I'm saying this to everyone too. I want things customized. You go into anywhere, whether it be the sex shop or you go into a head shop, look for a product, a specific category of product. Okay? As an example. Oh, what do I got? There we go. Adam and Eve. Right? This does not say Adam and Eve on it. Of course not. This is your generic standard vibrator. Standard. Right? So fucking cheapest one you can get. Right? This thing's only worth like maybe $1. Right? No, it's worth $3. But if you buy 500 of them, it's worth $2. 5,000 of them, worth $1 each. But if you buy like 500,000 of them, maybe 75 cents. So that works. So, anyways, I can go into almost any single store and find that. It's a bad example. Yeah. But you understand what I mean. Like, a bong's a fucking bong. The difference between bong A, bong B, bong C from company 1, 2, and 3 is their logos on it, their logos on it, their logos on it. It's a beaker bong, it's a beaker bong, it's a beaker bong. They're all the fucking same. And half the time they're from the same fucking company. So it's kind of like, who has more money to invest in the way it looks and buy a lot so we can save, so we put more money into how it looks. Okay. I'm a little bit more, no thank you. I don't want to be like everyone else. So I am having molds made to create a specific modification, we'll say, that difference mine from the one they have. So I'll give you an example. A beaker bong, right, just go straight down and then it goes curves out like a little bit triangle. Yeah. So you take your beaker bong and it's smooth all the way around and whatever. It's a fucking bong. They all look the same. Okay, I want a bulge on that. I want the bulge to be in this shape so that my logo, which looks like that shape, sit right on it in 2-dimensional. Anyone will see that that bong is now authenticated because that came from my press. My mold made that. Okay. Step 1, get the mold created. No. It's render your next design. Okay. So, drawing board. Okay. So, I'm rifling through this fucking thing. I'm like, I like this one. I like this because it's unique. It's got art to it. It's a beautiful piece of glass, and it's gonna get all fucking razzed up and start smoking out of it. But until it does, it's nice. It's a little bit of color tint. They do tinting or they do decals. I'm convinced to do decals, even though I really want to do things completely different, but it's okay. So I'm explaining how to do gradient blending for my coloring. Pixelated, so it goes from like a solid green and blends to a white because those are the colors of the head shop logos. And then it kind of blends from a white to clear glass. Right? And then another version of pink to black for the other store. Right? So one will say triple accessories right on it, and while the other one will say triple accessories in smaller print, in bigger print, it's going to say the after smoke. 2 different styles, 2 different types, 1 mold, 2 colors. Right? So slap on the bottom of that collector's edition or special edition. Okay. Do a comparison with that product. That product does not exist. You cannot compare it. But if you find the closest thing to it, you're going to see that going rate, depending on expense where you are and how many you order, going rate for that specific model style thing is about $120 in stores. That's going into like like a retail place and a convenience store, and they have it on the back shelf, or go to a not a head shop, a dispensary, and they have it on the shelf to sell. Right? So they're fucking expensive, right? No, whatever. You go to a head shop, probably gonna get a better deal, but if not, it's gonna be like probably $100. Decent. So, how do I make it that I make money, a profit, and I'm trying to outsource it? So I don't want to sit here with fucking a house full of glass bongs. Like I sell them at my house. So I have to outsource them. Okay, how does outsourcing work? Okay, well, you expect me to give you a shipment, like a decent amount, free. You sign this contract though. You sell it, and as you sell it, 2 weeks later, after you know that's been shipped, everything's fine, you send me the money back. But only 75% of what you sold it for. So what you're telling me is I need to charge double my money and then some, for what the cost is after calculating everything in there, and then I have to deduct 25% to make sure that what money's left being sent to me is still a profit. But that total has to be available to sell double, because that's how wholesale works. Wholesale is half the price of retail. Distribution is uh, it varies, but it's less than wholesale, right? So okay, all right. So I stand to make a decent amount off these items if I order an extraordinary amount. I'm starting off with 50 and 50 and the molds. That's good enough. So my first order is going to be a little bit, holy shit, it's an investment though. It's a starter. And then there's getting the other items to go with them. Getting everything printed, having a line, an assembly worth of products to just hit the stores. Yeah, everything's all about planning, strategic planning, plan and action, blah, blah, blah. Speaking to 5 of my new people, Canadian distributors out in Calgary were one of them. What was the other one? One Wholesale in Toronto was one. Speaking to Empire Glassworks out in California was one. And I'm not even going to include China, but they just changed their name. It was EDC, or it's EDC now. I don't know. One of my companies just changed their name, so I can't think of it right now. They said they'll take some of my stuff too. So people are gonna take it and then sell it, which is awesome. Awesome. They sell them, fucking please. And I make money. And then that money gets recycled back into more of the same product. So I keep an ongoing thing until sales slow down on those things, and it's kind of like, okay, contact the company, do me a favor, send me those molds, or these aren't going to sell no more. Okay. Keep the molds. If anyone asks for that kind of style, make a free sample kind of thing, like where they can look at it and see the difference in case they want to put their logo on there somehow. I'm taking $3 off every single piece that goes through there. It's my mold, my design, my patent on that shit. So yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff like that. 5 items for the headshot. I'm almost there. I'm almost ready to fall asleep. Almost. Let's get to the sex toys. So the dolls, the homage, as you will. I was originally going to get the female doll to look as close as possible to a mixture of my 3 or 4 favorite looks of how she looked. That I have butterflies in my stomach, and I'm just melting in your eyes, and I can feel my eyes just kind of like doing a fucking shiny cartoon thing, like fucking just admiration, just loving you look. You know what I mean? Um, So a combination. I was gonna have her building this. Now these dolls, I can't get too much into detail because I'm actually patent the idea of a feature that does not exist. So it's kind of like, fuck. Okay. So the the dolls though, they talk and their face moves as they talk, which is good. So whatever. The body temperature of the exoskeleton TVE thing warms up. So if you lay beside it or whatever, it's the physical companion is actually going to be body heat feel. Right? So it's pretty cool shit, that technology. The mouth and the vagina have a suction power. So if you were to take something, just to see, and stick it on either one, you would watch it literally, right? You'd watch it start doing this and just naturally going in without having to hold it or push it or whatever. It just sucks it in, not all the way. Like there's a stop, I think, but and it just nonstop. Boom, boom, boom. The fuck, top and bottom will do it. Back doesn't. And then what was the other feature on them? Yeah, there's the blowjob, there was the sucking, and then how was that one? The warming up, and oh god, what the hell was that feature? Can't remember. Right. So how that works though is only the talking thing. I can put an AI chip in if I wanted to. So the, the more features you put into this, like specific features, like the more money it's going to cost. So I can get these dolls that go for about $2,000 American. I can get them for like 200, $300 American. It's like holy fuck. Um, some of them cost more. The ones that I'm creating with these like fucking things that I'm getting installed in them are going to cost about $3,000 or $4,000 American. I make no profit. That's going to cost $3,000 or $4,000 to make these. So it's like, okay, I'd have to sell them for $10,000 a piece. So there'd be like one prototype of each, and then those would be like, what the fuck? So that's all I want to say about that for now, only because prototypes, when everything's said and done, and the feature involved was the patents cleared, those prototypes are worth like basically a fucking $1 million a piece. So I don't care. And they'll just sit there, and I'll sit there with a smile on my face going, they created that. So it's good news, good news. Who cares? I don't care. Because that's what the title of an episode is today. I don't care. Anyways, yeah, so I'll get that and get a couple other fucking toys made, and then go out the product line, both sides. Green and white, black and pink. Triple accessories, the after smoke, and bam, just start letting people see what is possible. Start letting other suppliers and distributors know I'm here. Just whatever. It's gonna grow real quickly, and then these people, holy fuck. Okay, so there's this group. I'll read this real quickly too. It's fucking hilarious. To me, it was. Um, there's this group of just people that have a personality to be a business, but they don't have a business to be. So it's like you got these people that can do like influencing. You have these people that can do all your marketing. You have all these people here that can do your warehouse control, stock control. You have these people over here. I was like, man, you guys are fucking running an awesome. What are you selling? We don't got nothing. So you're stacked up to fucking help someone and hope that. Okay. So they said the membership thing to sign up was like. I can't remember how much it was. But it was like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. We'll see because what's offered. So they do their thing, and I kind of have. I've been ignoring them because I just fucking don't know. I don't got what you guys want for starting this shit out. Give me a second to find that pile of my phone, and I lost where I put my internet. No. Uh-oh. Where else can you be? Right here? No. I'm looking for a little blue ball that looks like the globe. Where'd it go? Oh, fuck. I'm like, hey, I don't have the internet no more. What was it called? Internet? Oh. It's a Samsung, I guess. Oh, it's Chrome. What the fuck? Yeah, that's something. Anywho, I'm fucking definitely tired. 8:43. Okay, so I don't want that. I want Gmail. Right? No, that's not how I get to it. How do I do this again? Gmail is under there, right? No, I'm looking for my Outlook. So where the hell's Outlook? Oh, shit. Outlook. I can spell that. I can find that. O-U-T. Okay, so I'm back up. Oh, is that it? No. Oh, that sucks. I might have been on that thing. I was just saying that I wish I could remember what that little picture said. Because that was like, what the fuck? Okay. That's that it? Yes, that is it. Hey, no one teaches you more about love than the people who never loved you. That's the proper phrase. And that was from the most dangerous thing about a narcissistic relationship isn't that a narcissist is verbally, physically abusive, or controlling. The scariest thing is their consistent nature, hot and cold. Yeah, so it just didn't show up another one. How to get a narcissist to leave a marriage? They will never leave you for good. Which is weird because she kept asking for a divorce. It's like, I'm not holding you here. You can leave anytime you want. No, you just had to make sure you take all my shit. Get me arrested for fucking lies. That's fucking great. Okay. I'm looking in here and I'm looking for. What the fuck am I looking for? Oh, the scent. As I'm looking for scent. Right? Customer service. Okay. Customer. It's not none of these ones. You know that's going back too far. Which now makes me say, you? No, not you either. Okay, so I'm gonna go to, maybe this one. Maybe this one. Send. Support, affiliate. Okay, so it's not you. So is it, you? And go back to send. And is contacting, no, it's not that one. Okay. And then the you. And go here and change it to send. And no, it's not that way there. Which makes me think EJ. Where the hell did I write that from? Women T. Oh, maybe they are. Go here and change to send. Great to hear you are working. Oh, fuck, did I not send that? I did send that. Okay, let's go. Ooh, that scared me. Okay, so we're gonna go send. See? Awesome people I connected with this week. This the whole year until today has been such a great start to my, like, Say yes tells me that I told him, can you give me a copy of this video? I even asked her, I'd like to see this video about sitting in this chair talking to my daughter on the phone. My phone kind of goes on this thing right here, right? And then I put it right here so I transfer so I can see onto a bigger picture of her onto the computer monitor. Anyways, what I was told was I picked up some white thing and then I looked over to the side and I kind of disappeared for 65 seconds. And I came back and I was disoriented. I was like, what are you talking about? So I know there's like a few times I'm tired because I'm up day and night doing shit. And then there's I smudge all the time. So there's been a few times where I've sat here and picked up or grabbed my bag and I started pulling out whatever. So I sent the picture. I'm like, did it look like that? She hasn't replied to me. And then when I asked my wife, like was it this that you saw? The piece that I grabbed was more of a gray color. So she's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. So I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I like to see this scene. So, and then I got accused from my mom of being on crack because a CAS worker said, well, in the video, you look at a white thing and then you're very disoriented a minute later after disappearing. The only fucking white thing in here besides my cigarette butts are white sage I use for smudging. The smudge bowl is right there. The feathers right there. The feathers are for Christmas though. From Selby. So yeah, whatever. Okay, so this makes me think that what I'm looking for is actually under that, and if that is the case, oh, I don't want it to be under that. Oh, because that's not even linked to this. I didn't send it. I did it from the computer. No, I did it from my phone. I did do it from my phone. So, let's go here. This one? No, that's not it. This one here. Okay. So we are not wanting search. We want email and sent. Okay. Future development. Oh no, that's Canadian distributor. Okay, so wasn't that one? It was not this one. I'll double check everything real quickly because I really don't think I sent it from the other thing. Okay, so I'm not support. Okay, it wasn't you. TR, was it S? T. Okay, that was T. TR. Let's try J. Should not be J at all. If it's possible. Oh, I'm glad I finally fucking see that one. But, well, it should not be D, but I'm gonna check them all. No, it's not that one. S sent on admin. Oh, did I not send that one? Fucking hate it when it says draft. It's like, did you not finish sending something that needed to go out? Especially that one. That's the fucking people that do the registration of liens. And let's check the yes. Give me the yes. Fucking give me the yes. I'm so confused. Like, I know I sent it. I'm pretty sure I made a fucking little video of it too. Why am I not looking for the video? Screen recordings. Screenshot of better. Okay. So I'm gonna read this to you, and then I'm gonna close my eyes because I need to. Fucking have a cigarette too is what I need to do. Waiting for her to like this thing. Okay. 2 hours because I couldn't fall asleep 2 hours prior. I want to turn this down because it keeps getting burnt. I hate it when it gets to that stage. Yeah. So this company I was talking about, it's a whole company ready to work for a company. It's just fucking weird, but awesome. The catch to it though is it's kind of like they're ready to be part of a corporate company. I'm switching over from sole proprietorship to a corporate company. So once you switch over, you kind of need roles filled pretty fucking quickly. But as a corporate person, the government will step in and they will assist in payrolls and all kinds of shit. So it's like, okay. One of the secrets actually doing really well with businesses is go corporate. There's so much offered to a corporate company, and it's less stress on the owner, the sole proprietor. If you're a sole proprietor and you want to hire people, but you can't afford to hire people, go corporate. So I'll be getting trademarks and everything. It's everything I'm doing was fucking visualized years ago. I didn't get to where I'm at and seeing a lot of the things I'm selling. It wasn't there. But running a business, even a song, I fucking one song like prophet spoke. The prophet spoke when they said to me, still caught up in the web. Profit growth. Prophet spoke. Like, yeah. Shit happens in my life that I just can't explain. Sometimes I just see and hear things that tell me what's happening or warn me about what's happening. And all I can do is transfer it to lyrical form and present it. And then wait for it to happen, scratch my head. What the hell? Why the hell did I even say that? Wow. People, you guys do all the fucking songs I just recently did. Alright, so this is what I said to them. That sounds great. The whole concept of becoming incorporated is the idea by the end of the month, when my full year has completed as the sole proprietorship for all of my companies. My other company is a trade that I'm trying to retire from. The customer I had for the past 4 months hasn't paid me for my services, and it has cost me out of pocket for materials and even losses for traveling to the site daily, and this has created such chaos on a real level with lost subscriptions, NSF fees, and even to the point where I haven't paid rent for January. Okay, so stop right there for a second. The price was up here, and right now there's a promo where the price is like $50, and signing up a business account with RBC, you gotta read the fine print, but don't have to put nothing in there. But if you keep the bank open for a year, the business account open for a year, which costs every month a fee, they'll give you $100. So it's like, okay, that's fucking weird. Because like you guys are like just trying to charge $200 to sign up with a membership, and now you're gonna say it's only $50 for the membership, and we're going to give you $100 back if you sign up with. So weird. So this is what I said. This is what I said to them. They keep asking, like, you're gonna sign up. You're gonna sign up. Like, okay, you gotta take this. You gotta, yeah. Okay. So where's the paid rent part? Retire from the customer. Have for yeah. Subscription fees and have been paid rent for January. Okay. I spent what money I had left, legally proceeding to put a construction lien on the customer's condo. I want to join. I want all the meat and potatoes given to me in regards to what meal I'm being fed. The previous thing I saw was a higher number to become a member. This number is much more of my situation, circumstances right now. I'm trying to find private investors, silent partners, and or shareholders that are willing to contribute once I explain the vision and the goals. I'm not looking to lose any ownership, but rather gain new friends and family-like individuals that are like-minded and in a position to assist someone with no capital but a vision, a drive, and the ambition to succeed for my kids. If I could hear what I want to hear, and it's truth that is provided, and I had only what is being asked for me to move forward with you, I would take the gamble and starve. I can't fail at this, and I'm doing so much right now while waiting for tax benefits that are owed to me for the past 10 years worth of credits to help me invest in some steps. I'm one person. I'm doing fucking awesome at maintaining professional connections worldwide as I put everything into place to suddenly happen and come out of the darkness shining so bright that I will lead the way for people who need to see an underdog story about triumph and dedication for the love of the people he can't even be with. But he's doing this all for. Now, if your company is able to provide enough information that feeds me the food I need to eat to stay strong, then endorse me. I'll pay the money back within a couple weeks, no problem. Just please, honesty and truth is all I ever want to hear and know. No sugarcoating, and read me the fine print before I sign up with anything or anyone. I don't even care if it's CAD or USD. Stop whooping. Fucking. Stop it. Okay. I don't care if it's CAD or USD. It will be paid back in full with an added incentive that once the ball is rolling, you'll love the company picnics and special thank you getaways I would be encouraging to happen due to amazingly great assistance getting to the point by my peers and my teammates. People who listened and shared my vision and creating history and breaking records. Let me know how that sounds and we'll go from there. When those potatoes and steak show up, compliments to the chef if they do. If not, I totally understand if I simply get removed from the mailers list. Hopefully it's the latter. Thank you for your consideration, Robert Johnston, Triple Accessories. Because I don't give a flying fuck. Either they're going to listen or they're not going to listen. Like you guys are harassing me with this shit, right? So if you guys are all harassing me and you're all ready to do it, give me the money to do it. Give me the money and I'll pay you guys back. Makes sense? Yeah. Well, when you have faith in someone or something, you take that leap. Plain and simple. They don't want to do that, and if I end up getting deleted from their mailing list, because I don't have time for questioning motives. I don't have that kind of time. I'm pretty fucking old in my age because I spent too long not giving a shit because I had no reason to. There's no reason to give a fuck about anything in this world. When I look at my baby girls, I have reason. I used to say the same thing about my wife. I used to say the same thing about my stepchildren. Looking at my family, I have reason. But I can't say that no more. I still look at Leighton when he's telling me his stories and whatnot, and then I have reason. I'm looking at 3-bedroom houses. I actually looked at a 5-bedroom house and needs a lot of loving. But I can make that lot of loving happen for probably like fucking less than $15,000, and be able to sell that for an additional $145,000 on top of what it is. Thinking about it, fucking white picket fence in the backyard has to come down and has to get replaced, like something. Anyways, so that's one thing, and then there's a couple other ones that were cheaper, but oh god, fucking just no. So yeah, I'm looking at properties. I'm looking at there's so much shit going on right now. It's like I have investment opportunities to do well. For my sanity, I invest in the house. I get the fuck out of this one. I can't stay here. I can't. It's not my home. I don't feel right here. I don't. Like, I had to put this big ass fucking bright white light in here. A flat one instead of a ball that keeps hitting me in the head every time I fucking try to do anything in this room because it's so small. So besides the light that had to get switched, every time I go downstairs, it's a fucking darkness and negative vibe. I just can't fucking no, can't do it. So now apparently my mom thinks I'm on fucking crack. So it's like, okay, that's. I know you've been on crack. I know you've been smoking crack. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, apparently I'm smoking crack. Where the hell do I get it? And how the fuck do you smoke it? Anyways, so investing in a property is a big thing. But do you do that before or after you invest in your business that's going to make money? With the money you're hoping to just keep turning around and grow and buy more product and more. You know what I mean? Like it's like what do we do here? You corporate, you get a couple grants. You get a couple grants that you fall into category for, which is enough to take care of your products that you need to put online and your automation systems you need to activate. so everything can do its own fucking thing and give you the free time to do whatever you need to do. Fun fact. Ready for this? For $1,000, $1,200. I think it's March. I can go to China and live there for a month for like $1,000. No problem. Like, I can't remember what the hell it was. It was like it wasn't $40 a day, but something like $40 a day. It's actually cheaper for two people to go for a month to China than it is for one person to go, because you kind of share things, whatever. It's just whatever. Surprising me. It's a shame that the situation is what it is, because it's like she didn't turn out the way she is, and it's just like, it sucks. It would have been nice to be able to take my family, like European fucking Disneyland or something like that, because I can't go to the States. But then again, with what's happening, I'm pretty sure I can get a pardon. Just go over there, whatever. Like, who cares? I don't care to go there. But I kind of do, so I want to go to California. I've never been to California. I've been to Florida like 10 dozen times. Oh, exaggerating. 10 times, I think it was. Maybe 7. Yeah, 7 times actually, I think. 7. We had a condo out there, so 8 years old. It's my first time. And 18 was the last time. Every year. 10, yeah, it was 10. 10 times I've been out there, so it's like, fuck. Driven out there, I've flown out there. There is no need for me to go back out there. I've seen Mickey. He can go fuck himself. Disneyland, Disney World, there are 2 different parks. Let's go see the other one. Euro Disney. Let's go that one. I want to see that one. There's no stipulations for me going overseas. It's just I can't go over the border to our seller in here, because I had a roach in my fucking wallet when I was like 19 years old. I haven't been allowed into America since then. Yeah. So, okay. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna turn this off now. I'm gonna turn off my light. After my cigarette. I don't expect anyone actually made it this far, but if you did, congratulations. Congratulations, 2 hours of your time. Just to try to figure out who the fuck this guy is, or what the fuck this guy's been up to, or the fuck's going on. You know what? Everyone always has a curiousness to them, and I needed to vent out a lot of shit, and there's still a lot of stuff bottled up inside me because I'm so fucking crushed and hurt over everything that's happened, and the fact I love my kids more than anything else in this world, and the mother is making the worst fucking decisions ever by keeping them away from me, because she needs to play her victim role, damaging those fucking kids. That's not their best interest. She didn't see how my last visit went. She didn't see Harmony in tears. Daddy! She fucking runs because she hasn't seen me for 3 fucking weeks. And then Symphony would not let go. After playing half an hour, she just comes right up to me, like looks at me, starts lifting her arms to pick her up. She grabs onto me so tight, arms wrapped right around me. She would not let go. I just kind of laid on the couch. I was like, okay, honey. I thought she was falling asleep on me. No. The person that was in the room there, Tina, she was no, she's wide awake. Her eyes are open. So I started humming, kind of rocking, like I used to do every fucking day with my kids. But no. Let's just say that he never cared about the bull fucking shit. Bullshit. All this because I'm an honest person. All this because, as you say, you're gonna ruin my life because I called the CAS. But your fucking friend across the street called them first, so I had to call them. But whatever. You can say that was the reason, but you were prepping this way before. It all comes down to it's my fault. It was me. It's my fault. It's my fault that I went and started to provide for the family. It's my fault that I saw that we had no fucking money if we spend the child tax on bills and groceries and pull-ups, and my rent went on, my disability went on rent. There was like $200 left a month. I'm sorry for making the decision I made. I'm sorry that I didn't have people who were strong enough to be in a workforce. Instead, I always kept finding quitters to be on my team. But it's my fault. I told you right from the get-go. You said to me right from the get-go, you're fucking very intelligent, man. I like that about you. Yeah, and I remember saying, once upon a time, the secret to being a good magician is make sure you're the smartest person in the room. Probably a little hidden smile on the inside when a certain person heard that fucking certain phrase, thinking, oh yeah, wait do you see this magic trick? And I'm sitting there going, oh yeah, wait do you see this magic trick? And then I started. I can't even say I started. I was already started. I had songs already explaining what was about to happen. And it was just fucking. You hadn't even said my name in the hallway yet. I just fucking knew because of what I see. How many fucking times? First time I got upset with my stepson. I was sleeping on my couch in this building that we were in, and I was having a meeting. I know it's gonna sound fucking weird to people, and that's fine. You're not me, so you wouldn't understand. I was having a meeting with spirits, right? Now, it's if you've ever seen a Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure or whatever, and where Rufus comes from, it's like there's this land that's got these people that are just kind of just sit there. It's like very harmonic melody happening in the background, peaceful, calming, and they speak. They turn speaking to Rufus. So imagine being in a dream and you're in front of these wise people that are all lined up with a specific color, right? And there's shapes involved, but the shapes don't even fucking matter for this. The colors do. Each one represents a certain thing. So you only know that if you understand that. What I've gone through my whole life, I know what each one meant. The message was being relayed. This has happened numerous times in my life where this, when it happens, it's like, holy fuck. When I wake up, it's like, that was a fucked up dream. But I know what happens whenever it happens. So I got mad at Leighton because it was the first time I was in the middle of being told so much shit about the next 10 years, a decade at a time. At that point, there's the past, present, future, right? So at that point, the past only consisted of about 3 years. No, I'm wrong. Sorry. It was 2 years. The present was for like literally like right now for the next few months for that point. But over the future, this is what's going to happen, and things were being explained and laid out. It got to a point where he was being really loud beside my head, and it woke me up. It made everything shake inside this dream. And I was so fucking like, God, I'm like panic attack when I wake up because it's like fucking things were crumbling, collapsing and stuff. I was like, oh my God, did you somehow just fucking destroy this place on me? Like I didn't say that earlier. I was like fucking. It made me question, like the fuck, what the fuck was I just being told? I forgot half the message. I was like so like distraught. Um, but that's when spirit guides and the walks take place, which fuck, I haven't done it since August of this year. August, September. I think I did September as well. No, I did. I did do September as well, just before I got arrested. Spirit walks. So what happens is, I don't control when I get to go, right? But there's hints that are happening when it's about to happen, and it's fucked up. I don't care how it sounds and how crazy it sounds. I go to like different fucking dimensions, and I'm on back here. I'm on autopilot, but it's not. It's not like I'm not going anywhere physically. It's just me, the person talking to you right now. This soul, I guess we'll say, or that's my spirit, me, my spirit, me. Like I get to go for a cool little. I'm out of here. My own fucking vacation, but it's not like a vacation. They're very important things. My body goes on autopilot. I'm fully capable of doing all kinds of shit. Like, whatever, I function. I don't burn places down or nothing. So, the one time it happened about, what was that? That was about 17. No, it wasn't that long. It wasn't quite 20 years ago. It was over 10 though. Um, because I knew it was about to happen again. I lived on a concession. I turned on so many cameras. So I'm like, I want to know when I come back, what the fuck did I do? Where the hell was I? Because I was gone for like 3 days. This time, like, it was just fucked. It was fucked up. So I had to see, and it's comical. I don't mind because apparently, I will sit here and talk to cameras and talk and whatever, and it's like I talk in like 3 or 4 different voices, conversating about whatever. Okay. And then when I have to go do things like appointments or something like that, they're normal. I talk like this, just more calmer and more of a mellow tone. Like, no, everything went fine. Thank you very much. So it's like okay, no harm, no foul. I can't complain. Um, but yeah, it's the one spirit walk I had to do. It was fucked. And then the uh, the situation which you could find, I think it's on my Facebook or news on YouTube. I can't remember where I did it. I think it's Facebook only. So I my stepdaughter, I thought conjured up this black demon thing, which she did. Right? Um, wherever it is in the house, I don't know. But I started thinking, fuck, is that thing attached to her? Is that why she's acting the way she's acting? Like, so I wasn't fully convinced about the narcissist thing at that point in time. This is before I was incarcerated. This is like in September. Um, so with that being said, I got visited. I got told that we're going to the 7th. Okay, it's fine. When told when, I'm like, okay, that's cool. We'll go. Can't pack or prepare for that shit. I just go. So it's like, okay. When I was doing that, um, information gets processed and given to me, and most times it's the information that was missed, forgotten, or just simply reminding me of these the bigger things I'm dealing with. All those people that are in those columns. So it's like whatever. I learned what I needed to learn. I was told what I needed to be told. I was actually painting a customer's house when an unexpected to go away went. I remember painting a window, and then all of a sudden I'm standing on the fucking the peak of the roof, and like I it scared the shit out of me. Like scared. When I was painting my mom's work, I did a whole fucking wall in autopilot. But and I went to this fucking went to the house and sat down with this black fucking spirit, like a dark spirit that was in her, and it was saying, like, telling me it's okay. We're just going to sleep with these people. Back to you one day, so don't worry about it. She'll be fine. You need to relax and stop getting upset. And then it came through, and like, what the fuck just happened? I mean, Madison and my mom were sleeping inside the um, laundry mat that I was painting. So when we came home that morning, like, my dad's outside having a smoke. I told him, like, yeah, everything's gonna be okay. Like, she's got this black entity, and it's what Kaylee conjured up, and it just wants to have fun. So I gotta let it have fun, and then she'll be okay. Everything's be fine again. By the time I got upstairs, I was sitting there, I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm saying this and believing the shit coming out of my fucking mouth right now. So instantly, I was fucking pissed. I'm like, who's trying to pull these fucking shades off my face, right? So whatever. Parents think I'm a fucking, like, he's not fucking drugs here. What the fuck is what the fuck, right? Like, nothing I said made sense. I ended up sharing the video of when I got out. One of my I can't even explain what this guy is to me. There's someone I'm dealing with. He's a real renowned psychic. I don't even fucking talk to the guy. I don't tell him anything about my personal life. I don't do anything. I reached out to help hone some of my gifts, right? So I'm very clairvoyant, and just there's things I can do that I can't explain. There's things that happen I cannot explain. It's weird shit, right? So it's been pretty calm for the last couple of years, which has been fucking cool. Whatever. Work has turned me into a regular fucking person, so it's fine. What the fuck was I gonna say? So he turns around and he sends me this video. Stop what you're doing and watch this. What? But you're supposed to help me with my uh telepathy. That's it, right? You're supposed to. I was asking, like, can you please try to explain to me what colors mean when I see colors coming off people, auras, because I'm confused. I'm so fucking confused. I see red and I can't tell if you're a bad person or if you're just a loving person. No, I can't explain. I can be normal one day, just walking down the street, everything looks like normal. And then next day or later on that day, I could just look over and someone's glowing a fucking color, like a flame's coming out of them, but it's not a flame. It's just color. I don't know how to explain it. So I'm confused by not knowing. My own ignorance is getting the best of me. So I reached out, to try to get answers. That's the reason why I started talking to this guy. Anyways, the thing he sends me says, "Stop what you're doing. Watch this right away." Okay, it's on my Facebook. Pretty sure it's on my Facebook. Um, my entertainment one. I play the tape back. I recorded it, whatever. I tried to get my mom. I tried sending it to my mom. She couldn't open it for some reason. Then she had to go to Kingston or work where I can't remember. And then I looked at my dad. I was like, "You gotta hear this thing." I cannot sit there and listen to it again because when I listen to it every time, I choke up and fucking tears just coming down my face because it's like, the fuck. My parents think I'm fucking crazy right now because of, like, just recently I just finished saying all this shit and then I ended up going to jail and fucking whatever. The whole thing he's talking about is this black entity that is trying to suffocate me because it's so attached to somebody, and there's no way to let go. It's like I need to be protected. I need to have protection, a shield, which is funny because just before I got arrested, when I was talking to my native elders and whatnot, I was given powerful medicines to create a shield to protect my family, to pretty much up to God, to greater, and from the creator straight across, right? So all fucking animals, I had everything going over there. On the last day of the protection to be built, I was arrested. I didn't even finish doing it, and I don't have enough to re-protect. So like that's one of the things I was stressed out about when I was incarcerated the whole time. Is like, fuck, I'm gonna be able to protect these people. I'm trying to tell my mom to relay a message for me. She ain't gonna fucking relay it. It's like she's like, oh, fucking sound too crazy. I was blunt and honest with the elders as to what I see and what's happening. They gave me powerful medicines because this is clearly something that is not unnormal for people who do spirit walks. Native people have been doing spirit walks for many moons. So, just saying. Next time I say fucking do something, just fucking do it. Please. Anyways, didn't even get it. It said this thing shows up from this guy when I get out. It's like literally like fucking the day after I got out, or the day that I got out. No, it was the day after. So it's just what a fucking phenomenon. Where it's like I left it on the table. I walked out. I knew it was about 5 minutes long or something like that. So I just walked away because I didn't want to be tearing up again. And then I went downstairs, talked to my brother for a bit, went back up to the room where my stuff was at the time. And just wanted to use my phone. My phone was on the table. I'm like, okay, should be done by now. I'll go down and get it. Like, did you hear all that? Because that's pretty fucked up. Who is that? So I told him, that's a world-renowned psychic that I don't tell any of my personal business to. He's helping me develop two of my my gifts that I've not fully developed yet. The hypnotelepathy and the aura. The aura, I took notes. I wanted to share on one of these things. I think I was going to share it on this actual YouTube here. Fucking got 5 of them now. It's fine. This guy, because I got so many fucking accounts. So many accounts. Oh my god, turning into a fucking entrepreneur in less than a year. All because of motivation from the people I love, but don't love me. Well, can't say that. My kids love me to death. Kids are so damaged. They're getting more damaged. It's sad. It's fucking sad. Things that were discussed. Never, ever, ever keep our kids from each other. Number one. Yes, we can co-parent together, which we were doing just fine. We were having sex and everything. Till she started accusing me of saying something with a tone, which I didn't. I'll admit when yeah, maybe I did have a tone. I can hear what you're hearing. When I say something like they're just pancakes, there's no fucking tone. There's no nothing. But then when it's being relayed back to me, well, you said they're just pancakes. Why would you put it upstairs? I didn't say any of that fucking shit. And if that's what you were really thinking, yo, you need to chill the fuck out. And you go outside, start talking shit about me to the neighbor and all that. And that's why I was like, oh, you're getting me so mad. But just so I'm not mad. I fucking love ya. But no. Can look at that as, oh, fuck, God, that just turned me on master's thing control. No. I turned it into something that I turned into because it's been plotted for so long so you can move on to your next supply. I never done anything close to damaging my wife in regards to how she has damaged me for this past year and a half. How she's treated me, how she has literally destroyed who I was, but she didn't. all she pretty much did was free up my time to be able to focus and get some shit done to prove a point. Now, her point doesn't make any sense. Her point's full of lies. My point was to keep myself busy and occupied and not stress out, knowing that there's a light at the end of the tunnel for everything. Knowing what I'm seeing. Knowing that the first fucking time she said my name, I saw the house that we owned. The kids were grown and gone, but we were both happy where we were sitting and we were older. So how this is all going on right now, I don't know. I'd be a fool to become extremely successful and then all of a sudden just like, don't worry about it, going back. You fucking do me. Want to push for a divorce, you're not going to come back, that's for sure. And if you did, and you think that, common law or something like that is going to happen, there's going to be signatures on paperwork for prenups and whatnot saying none of this is yours at all. So don't you fucking dare to try to think you're going to fucking dole me out of everything I build again from scratch for my kids and rob me for everything I have. Everything. Everything that had sentimental value, everything. Like, who does that? Who does that? Who turns around, claims stuff that's not even finished being paid for yet, that I'm still paying for, like fucking TVs and all that. Takes a TV that was a gift for graduating, like basically St. Charles Adult School, and over 20 years ago as a gift. So to me, it's like a memorandum. Get a fucking Fire Disc thing, and you order those from Amazon. They're attached to your name, like with Alexa and all that, and then deletes you off it. He just keeps himself on. Like, okay, I'm not allowed to watch Prime anymore. The Prime that I pay for monthly. But I see you're enjoying it in my room, on my bed, watching my TV. Fucking brain, whatever the fucking destroyed true vows of love. But then again, you never loved me. You're not capable of it. You're a fucking narcissist. And I can't believe I got blindsided. See, and I wonder if that's why it was meant for late to wake me up that one time. It's because maybe that was part of the message that was being told, and I couldn't remember it. I can't remember. I know that certain things, like when I met the devil in my head before I moved into that building, when I had the battle with him, the song of the crossroads, I talk about it. Like, fucking trust me when I say it happened so fucking fast, I was running out of breath, and I wasn't even saying anything, just listening to it in my head, how fast it went. And that's where a lot of information was given to me, right down to the point of don't those fakes get in your way. I don't talk to anyone. Whenever I think someone's fake or fucking full of shit, I get mental images of people start talking, and I'm watching what's happening. I can tell when they start lying because it's not matching up anymore. For some reason, it didn't work until I started noticing that happening, like 2021. The odd one would happen here, and I was like, what was it? It's just kind of white lying right now, so that's fine. Not a big deal. So let's see, why should we? But it's like, someone gets away with an inch, they keep trying to take a mile. How cold is this water? How warm is this water? It's all about testing, and then bam, out of nowhere, what used to be 1 week out of the month was hell, turned to 1 week out of the month, if I'm lucky, would be good. It's fucked up. And then everything's pointing different at me, like I'm the one that caused it, but I didn't. The amplification of the choice that was made by the person accusing is what caused it to be as bad as it got. But then the person got blamed anyways, even though I know it wasn't me. I almost believed it. I know it wasn't. And I know the research and the groups I'm part of and all that shit. um, People who are true victims do not, do not make like 50 videos within 2 or 3 months dressing up, putting on makeup, and then acting a part and putting all these hashtags. Everyone told me a bunch of shit. I've not seen a single one of these fucking things. I don't care. I don't care. Because if I watch that kind of shit, it's gonna put me in a mood that's gonna be upset and angry and just disappointed and crushed, and I don't need to feel that negative shit. I don't need to feel it. I know that's what it's built there for, is to, like fucking, it's one of those things that get me going, push me over the edge, and make me fucking whatever. I'm not going to waste my time and even look at it. I'm more than happy to pass the information on of the name attached to the files, and say to anyone, like, does this look like what a victim, a real victim, would do? Because there's not a single fucking victim out there who goes out there and starts pretty much bragging about stuff. And that's how it was described to me by an officer. Oh, it looks like she's bragging about things from what we were just checking. Okay, thanks, Detective. It's good to know. Make sure you guys have that on file. You guys have that on file. You got the report and everything. Great. Keep that in case I need it. So that if there's any other issues, I can have them refer back to you. So, when I was all about covering your ass, who do you talk to? Who do I talk to? Who do I need to talk to? Who do you talk to? Sarah keeps going out. Okay, 40 minutes after service. So that 5 o'clock yet? 4:30. Okay. Oh my god. I want to sleep. Okay. Okay. And I need a drink. I was going to creep too loud if I go out to get a drink. That sucks. Oh shit, that sucks. Here's it. Some new stuff I got written. I wrote myself songs and some fucking awesome shit that I mailed when I was in jail back home. Everything. So the system's a fucking joke. I lost the shit in there too. Now, if I wanted to act like other people, I could point my fingers. This never would have happened if you didn't do this. I put all the blame on one person for everything that's gone wrong ever since July. Good, because my facts and whatnot are more actual events and truth. Because this is what I find works better is when you speak truth, because truth, you can't fuck up. Lies, you might tend to forget what you said, and you might contradict things that you said. I really wanted to go to fucking trial, but I did, just because of how everything was set up. Someone would look so bad, lose all credibility, and same result is those charges would have been gone, no peace bond. But unfortunately, the lawyer said that the judge that day, he's a very, very, very strict judge, and me apologizing in a text would be showing signs of guilt, and that might have bit me in the ass. So to prevent the possibility of me getting sentenced at any time, I just told me to take the deal. I said, I'm not taking a deal with it saying this and this and this in regards to my kids. There's no need for that. Okay, we'll have that removed. Okay, shorten the time too. Well, don't expect to go too low. Well, I'll fucking care. I'm not doing fucking 2 years of being someone's little bitch, and you know what I mean? Like, no, no. And I'm actually going to be appealing that too, because I have the right to appeal that as well as the probation. And with the evidence I have, pretty sure I'm going to be able to appeal it. So Makes sense. I'm not going to change anything at all. So, it is what it is. Reality is, just 1 minute. Reality is, no one has ever been devoted and caring and loving towards her the way I have been. And no one ever will be able to match what I did for her in any way. But these people are known for constantly looking for a new supply and making it look like they're happier than ever. Next person. Try to, get the person going. Meanwhile, they're just routines that they all fucking do. They all do the same thing. They all lie, deny, and take it to the grave, and they only feel shame when they're caught. She said that I shamed her for something. I was going to shame you for that. I was pointing out what I noticed. Like, she caused a problem. First, I'm about this snow removal. She told me that night, she goes, I'm going to have a friend over because it's so boring without you here. I was like, why would you say that to me? Why would you make me feel like you're going to have some guy come over here and fuck you while I'm at work? Why would you say that? And a couple nights later, she calls me again. She's like, why do you keep checking the camera? I'm not. I'm driving a fucking plow. And she would not stop. She's like, fucking, like, she got me to the point where I'm yelling on the phone, like, what the fuck? I'm trying to drive a plow, trying not to hit cars. It's icy outside. I don't have time to pick up the fucking phone and look. Every time someone drives by my house, the sensor from the Ring doorbell would cause a notification to go to my phone, and all of a sudden, she's saying that I'm checking my phone. Why are you fucking checking on me so much? That sounds like, someone's up to something. I'm working. What are you doing? I'm just protecting myself, make sure you're not spying because I'm playing. Whatever. So, yeah. And then she causes a problem the next day. I come home and I tell Leighton to clean his room in the morning. He does. He leaves a crusty, fucking thick, crusty thing of milk in the sink. And when I'm looking at it, I'm like, Leighton, get down here and wash these dishes. So I just finished washing the dishes. And it's like, she's like, no, don't you listen to him. Excuse me? And then she says, well, fucking yelling at him, playing the stairs. No, I'm staying in the kitchen. I have to yell so that it bounces off the cupboards, goes behind me, around the corner, down the hall, or up the stairs, and then through another closed door for him to hear me. So I wasn't yelling at the bottom of the stairs. It just sounds like that because as it travels up the stairs, it's a fucking hallway with doors closed. It's going to bounce off. That's how sound works. And then I went into the bedroom that we were sleeping in with the girls, which was wide open for a door. Whatever, doesn't matter. A couple of days later, this is when she walked out and stuff like that. So she had this hate on. And I came home that night, one morning, and she was in bed. All I did was just look at her, shake my head, laid in the bed, face the other way. I wanted to cuddle up with her, but it's like, no, fucking how dare you fucking do what you're doing? Like, that's wrong. No reason at all to treat me like a piece of shit, but you just keep treating me like a piece of shit. So, like, I don't lie to you. So when you're saying to me, like, you're doing this, and I say, no, I'm not, and then you say, you're doing this again, and I say, no, I'm not. This is anyone that's listening. This is how I am. You accuse me of something, I will correct you. You continue accusing me, I have an attitude more and more and more. The more you keep fucking accusing me. I get to the point where, like, fuck, I'm so glad I have self-control because I want to fucking punch your fucking face in or cut your fucking head off. I don't give a flying fuck what happens to you. I hope you fucking die walking out that door right now because I can't stand people like that. People that are just determined to ruin people's days or whatever so that they can feel right of an assumption from an accusation. Especially when something so stupid. No, I didn't check my fucking phone to see the cameras. And so what if I did? What the fuck does it matter if I check my phone for security in regards to I keep getting notifications from the kids downstairs? I can't check to see if maybe when the kids went downstairs or something. Right? Well, anyways, irritated pretty fucking quickly. Especially when I'm trying to do something. So what happened is because she was doing it, getting right all off, whatever, and then trying to had her mom come over and Trevor didn't want fucking nothing to do with her or the fact that we were going over there to his house. So it's like one of those things that was like, well, you're sitting here talking shit because it wasn't accurate and it was false and it was accusations. Talking shit about me to your mom. So my natural defense to anyone who tries to cause me a problem is I spit out facts, right? So I spit out a fact, which was my concern with the children. You know, you have been for the past couple weeks very short with patience when it comes to the children, especially Symphony. That's what I've been noticing for the past few weeks until the snow started because I wasn't working or nothing. So it's like, you know, the trend I was noticing was someone staying up all night trying to achieve something that was taking away vital energy and sleep, rest to be a peaceful person, naturally balanced. So I point that kind of shit out because, you know, talk shit about me, I want to point out facts that's going on. And then I get told that what I did was I shamed her. But I didn't. That's how you interpret it. That's how you take it as how, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because after everything was said and done, after a while, kids come back. After a while, the rest come back. After a while, and admittance that, oh yeah, and I also noticed that you were right, that it's like the notification that goes to your phone because your phone was going off when I was doing this. And when I looked over and checked my phone, it was showing me the same thing that I saw. And obviously you were sleeping. So that's one, yeah, you were right. Uh-huh. So just think, the first time I say something like, no, I'm not, I'm telling the truth, maybe accept the truth, and then shit won't escalate so fucking high up there that everything was ruined. Everything. But once again, it's all my fault. Yeah. So, you know, whatever. That's what it's like living with someone like that, where it's kind of like you try to have a peaceful time, you try to be whatever, and it's like, no, it's like being a fucking. I want to be combative today. I want to make sure I can make you feel crushed and completely useless by the end of the day, so that tomorrow I can say some nice stuff to you. So then this is where it gets funny to people. Listen, get to the point where it's like, I have a depression disorder. And that's one of the things that narcissists will do. You fucking anxiety disorders, depression disorders. I already had them. She made me feel better and become more functional and normal and feel a relationship. And then she took it all away and put me deeper into the fucking darkness of it. And what the fuck was I gonna say now? Oh, shit. What I was gonna say? I'm just thinking of cigarette fucking falling out of my hand and lost train of thought. But yeah, you see, oh, that's right, that's right. So when you're in a complete depression disorder, it's hard to it's hard to smile. Like even a fake smile, like I'm trying my hardest to make my face look like this. It's not that easy. There's gotta be a lot of endorphins for you to make that happen, right? So fuck, such a dry throat. So she would say something so fucking funny to try to, like, hey, let's treat you like shit for 4 or 5 days. I'm gonna try to change my mood by being fun and funny today. So she would say something, and same like, facing the cupboards and pouring a drink or cutting something, like whatever the fucking thing was. I'd agree. She'd say something funny and I'd smile. You just can't hear a smile. And especially if you can't see it, you definitely don't hear it. And there would always be that, well, I don't care. I'm fucking funny. And they're like, yeah, I smiled. That smile was not good enough. Okay. Well, let's look at the bigger picture again. I would dwell on that little fact, like fucking why do I gotta be so fucking depressed? I can't even fucking chuckle at something she said just to show her that, like, you're funny. Well, it's just not possible to be extremely ecstatic over anything when you're being mentally abused and you just you're worn out and you almost want to give up, but you don't want to give up. You're trying everything you can to make sure that you're showing you're not going to give up and that you're there and you're devotedly nonstop. Everything, do everything for you. Just fucking, I can do this. I can be your, I can be your knight in shining armor the rest of my life. That was part of the vows that I took. Well, one of the fucking I don't have the balls. Well, I don't have the balls to say it, but I can't even say one of the walks I did. It's called a spirit walk. There are paths you cross. Um, I can't get into detail about what I see, but I was told by one specific person that I'll never be able to relay. And if I did, it's so wrapped up with whatever else that doesn't it won't matter. But yeah, I wouldn't close my eyes for a bit now. I'm tired. So if you've made it this far, yeah, I tried. I can't though. Thanks for listening, people. You don't have to care. I don't care. I want to. I miss caring. I still care about my children. I always will. And unfortunately, I'm a fucking sucker for punishment and I'm a fool. But even though she is the way she is, and people have their opinions in regards to the, it's not love, it's attached. No, you can't say it's attached. I know that I genuinely loved the person I married. I was devoted and would do anything for that fucking person. Anything and everything. But much like the person that I was before got pushed too far, that person's dead. And I'm sure that other person would say the same thing. The person I was is gone. Whether or not it's part he will be resurrected, I don't know. I think so because I made a song about it. Unfortunately, I rewrote it, recorded it before she made me stop. So it's part of the fifth. The sixes. The sixes. And I went out recovery, sort of. I managed to recover one of the lyrics out of the several that I accidentally wiped out. It was hard to get. I got it. It's still I was working on that I liked. I ain't too sure if I like it anymore. I was able to recover it though, so I was able to recover a recording practice. So I used the transcriber, like this thing, and then I listened to it and made the adjustments. So it's what I wrote, not what it sounded like to the transcriber. Oh, okay. Good morning, people. just sleep for 2 hours. 3 if I can. 8, yeah, see if I can sleep for 3 hours. I miss my kids. I love my kids. In case I go to jail because, this video says stuff that might offend some people. I always love my kids. My kids will always be my number one. And for her to be doing what she's doing, knowing that with what happened with my other kids, that having to go through this, again, I talked to Madison now. Madison and I did not talk for about 4 or 5 years when she was a teenager. Zach, just because of what got told and how things are being claimed, like he's pretty much being called a rapist, but he didn't exactly rape anybody, but mixed signals were given. You can't laugh and say no. That's no excuse. It still wasn't right, but he, because of the awkwardness, or whatever, of what happened between him and his stepsister, he doesn't ever want to come back over here again. And I told him I'm not there. No class. I don't even know if my son's alive anymore. No clue. No one's answering phones. And what really sucks is I only had 2 boys, and I've already lost one. It really sucked if I find out that something happened to him, which would only leave an additional 2 boys that I consider to be stepchildren. And I know it's not the same with the older one, but with Leighton, I'll always look at him like he taught me patience, like I said he was going to. And I taught him how to respect, how to be honest, how to be considerate. I taught him a lot, but he's being conditioned to believe that I was nothing but a mean person to him. Whatever. I don't care. There's nothing I can do about anything. There's nothing at all. All I can do is say, stop listening to lies and try to see the truth for yourself. And sometimes people need to be reminded of things to help them realize where the truth was. So, Happy New Year, everybody. Sorry, this was such a long, boring conversation. My 2 in the morning could not sleep conversation.